Philadelphia. Hello, everybody. It is Bell and the Birdmen live in front of you right here in Sandbox Studios. So appreciate you being with us tonight. Know you got a lot of choices, and these two dumb idiots right here in front of you are those choices. I'm John Barchard, Vince Quinn, joined by the entire crew here along the way. We've got Bobby Dubs. We've got Francisco Rojas dealing with the bingo cards tonight, so we're excited to get that kicked off. Taylor Cordatis making sure everything is prepared here properly. I'm getting excited because we're using our new equipment for the first time. So what's up, Vince Quinn? We made it to the draft. Woohoo!
Yeah, I don't know. I might die in the next half hour. Dude, the stress of this is ridiculous. Can we talk about how stressful all this shit is?
This isn't stressful. This is Christmas.
This is a terrible Christmas, okay? I texted someone Merry Christmas earlier, and I regret that decision. This is misery for now. I think I'm going to be happy by the end of the day, but to think about all the build-up to this, nobody knows what the hell's going to happen. This is the weirdest draft I've ever seen in my life.
We know what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, you think it's Jordan Davis, and you're sick, all right?
Peter Schrager does too. Woohoo!
Yeah, well, he's sick
Oreos.
too. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't bring Oreos. We didn't bring Jameson. Shame on us. But
I had the thought of buying a pack of Oreos, and I didn't do it intentionally. So I just want you to know.
Matter with you?
I just want you to know I didn't do it. But yeah, I'm so stressed, man. I think everything and anything can happen right now. Like in a normal draft, you look at it, it's like, all right, there's 3 people, 5 people based on where the board's going to fall and what they're going to do. They've got 45,000 picks. They could move up to number 1 in a heartbeat if they want to, because they're like, hey, Doug, what's up, old buddy? No, don't mind that we fired you. How about we go up to number 1 and we take some guy that you don't want to draft for some reason?
They're just going to waste it on somebody stupid anyway, right? That's what they're going to tell them.
Yeah, and we'll talk about Jacksonville for sure when that picks up, because I got a lot to say about Jacksonville. But just thinking about what this draft, I'm incredibly excited, but I am horribly anxious at the same time. It is killing me right now.
Yeah, I've been anxious for what seems like an entire month. I know everyone's had we're at civil war with Jordan Davis between pretty much all of Eagles Twitter and probably you watching right now as well. So I get that, but I don't know. He's the guy for me. If you come away, if it is the Peter Schrager, where you get Jameson Williams, where you get DJ Oreo, as I will refer to him for the rest of the broadcast.
Double stuffed Oreo.
Double stuffed.
Anyway.
Don't think you could ask for anything better for Jalen Hurts trying to go win a job for a very long time. You know, you're trying to replace Fletcher Cox. That is a need. Everybody's saying it's not an immediate need. Yeah, of course. There is literally nobody playing CB2 right now. I'm penciling in Tay Gowan because everybody just forgot about him. He got signed a long time ago, and everybody's like, well, who's going to play CB2? He can if you go sign Honey Badger. If you go get me Jordan Davis, you go get me one of the best wide receivers in the class. Well, fucking hey, let's saddle up and go win the division. I mean, that's all you need. Who cares who's playing CB2? You've got pass rushers now. You've got Brandon Graham that's a little bit healthy. And I'm going to talk you and walk you right into the glory come September as well. Like, I would be ecstatic if that happens tonight.
If the glory is Tay Gowan, you're on acid. I don't know what to tell Tay Gowan.
I'm willing to sacrifice CB2 for Jordan Davis.
Tell me literally anything about Tay Gowan.
Nothing. Tell me anything.
Back of this team.
I'm just saying, if you're telling me I have a choice between, well, that's going to take you out of the Booth situation. Oh, you can't have him at corner. Or, sorry, you can't have Hamilton, your favorite person, playing safety. Because that's not going to matter to me at all unless someone's killing the quarterback or someone's catching touchdowns. That's what your first-round pick should do. And if it's anything other than that, other than a shutdown corner, which those two are at the top, so I'm totally willing to go and climb up and get sauce. I just don't think it's going to happen tonight. But we're stamping it there. And
man, I'll
right
say this:
pass rushers and touchdowns.
I did like that you mentioned if they don't get Hamilton. I did like that you mentioned you're on the Honey Badger train now. You just threw him in there.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Got to do it now.
Okay. No, it's good. It's good to hear because you were a little hesitant before.
I was.
So it's good to see that you're on.
I'm still going to be mad
for those of you playing the home game. That's Tyrann Mathieu, not spelled the traditional way.
Yes. So.
Yes, indeed. Also joining us, and we thanks a lot for StreamYard for letting us down tonight. We might be able to see his beautiful face later on, but he is here on Skype. He'll be with us because the coffee is brewing in Denmark. It's a little after 2 a.m. there. We are so happy that he's breaking down the draft with us tonight. Mr. Thomas Peterson from Breaking the Birds. What's up, buddy? How are you? Can you hear us?
What's up, guys? I have a little bit of trouble with the sound.
Okay.
So if I don't respond to anything you're saying, it's because the sound is getting broken up a little bit. I don't think it helps that I'm across the Atlantic.
We'll certainly do our best to keep you in technical sound here, my friend. But
We'll make it work.
I don't know. These guys, I feel like it's going to be a tough room no matter what tonight, Thomas. So, Jameson Williams, friggin' Jordan Davis, a.k.a. DJ Oreo. I would be ecstatic if that's what we're about to witness in the next couple hours. How about you?
Yeah, there's been so many rumors flying around about how the Eagles are aggressively trying to trade up. But we'll see if it actually happens or if it's just a couple spots for. But this can just go in so many directions. It's really going to be interesting to see.
Ryan Doyle also wants to know how come you're drinking coffee and not, a beer because you're not a Viking.
Well, I tried the beer strategy. Usually that fails around 3 a.m. That doesn't get me going like coffee does. I have around 12 years of experience in watching games in the middle of the night and draft in the middle of the night, and my go-to is just coffee. That's just what works now.
Well, what about an Irish coffee? Do they call it Irish coffees over there, by the way? Like little whiskey in
they do.
the coffee? They do. Okay, so the Irish are consistent with that. It's like not like French fries in some places and then another thing in another place. It's good to know.
Irish coffees, it's a good idea. It's just, you've got to switch it up a little bit. After a couple hours, you've got to spice it up. Of course, you can get the Irish coffee.
Well, how about this? Who is the pick, Thomas? If the Eagles make a pick at 15 that makes you go, you know what, let me put some whiskey in this coffee. Like, who is that guy that ruins it for you?
So do we consider whiskey in the coffee a good thing here, or is
this is sad whiskey
I gotta drink
in the coffee?
A shit ton of a sad whiskey?
Yes,
a sad whiskey would absolutely. If the worst thing that could happen tonight is if they start drafting quarterbacks in the first 2 rounds.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't hate it, fellas. Dubs, would you absolutely hate a quarterback in the first round tonight? Would that make you lose
I
yourself?
told you earlier, if they draft a quarterback in the first round, we will be going to a fourth studio in 4 consecutive weeks because I will fucking tear this place up. It's not happening. I'm not trying to see it. It's completely stupid. It makes no sense. It would be awfully repetitive, as in every year I'm going to say, screw the quarterback we have. Yep. That's your thing, quarterback factory, right, Howie? No.
Not
Which
happening.
is why it could happen. Which is why it totally could happen. Would any
sad.
of us be
Francisco
surprised
has a
here
po-
if
it's
Howie
sad.
does
Francisco's
take a
right.
quarterback in the first round?
Not at all.
No.
Okay. No shock. No.
I don't. I mean,
If
it
Malik
really.
Willis is there at like 18, would I be surprised? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they ended up trading back to my only. Here's where I'm.
You're not trading back to when there's other holes that this team needs to fill.
Well,
There's
that's
a
what I'm
lot
saying.
of holes.
But if you're gaining another second rounder, for instance, to just move back a couple of spots and go draft. Here's what I want to ask both Thomas and Vince Quinn. If they do that scenario and they move back and they get Matt Corral,
yeah,
are you? I mean, like, I'm pissed either way.
Yeah.
I think that's a waste of time.
First round Matt Corral scares me. Second round Matt Corral I can get down with.
Thomas,
I can do it.
Thomas, what do you? Matt Corral, late first round. Does that make you mad? Less mad, I should say.
Any quarterback would make me mad.
I
The
agree
whole
with that.
idea of trading assets to next year is that you have a group of quarterbacks coming out next year that is actually worth drafting in the first round. I mean, that's the whole point of getting enough draft picks in next year's draft and not this year. That is why trading the first round pick this year. Now, obviously, for fifth year option purposes, it makes sense, but it also makes sense in that they're not done with Jalen Hurts, and if he is not the guy this year, then you get a quarterback. You don't do this every single year where you spend a high draft pick on a quarterback. You just don't do it, especially when the draft class is as sketchy as it is this year.
Yeah, I don't think I'm. If it's specifically Matt, I'm mad. If it's anybody else, I think I'm okay.
I don't care if it's Matt Corral, somebody from the Golden Corral. You can get Doc Holliday from the fucking OK Corral. I'm out. Do not draft a quarterback.
I'll be your Huckleberry tonight. How about that?
There you go.
One thing that I do want to mention here too, Thomas, and feel free to chime in, is Josina Anderson it's gone from lying week, Vince Quinn, to lying hour to lying half hour.
Yeah.
So take this for what it's worth. League source from a top 10 team to me within the hour. Jameson Williams has something that no other wide receiver in this draft has, and that's gas. He's so fast. I would not be surprised if he's hanging around. That'd be one of the catalysts for some teams to move up tonight. Here's where it could scare the shit out of me, okay? Like, we've had a nice little morning where everybody's saying, hey, Jameson Williams is going to be an Eagle. He's been basically linked there for what, the last 2 weeks, we could comfortably say?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Now, what happened? What did the Chiefs just do? They just got rid of Tyreek Hill. Oh. They are a Super Bowl contending team. This kid is not as fast as Tyreek. No one ever will be, but he's pretty damn close. He's got way more talent. What is stopping them from doing I'll even say, Patrick Mahomes type of trade to go up and get Jameson Williams, steal them from, I don't know, say the Carolina Panthers, who need a ton of picks and all that. Ooh. I could see something very shoot for the moon for Jameson Williams from the Chiefs or for the Packers, and that would make me very upset tonight. Thomas, I wonder if you think it's possible at all that the Chiefs would drop a number on Howie Roseman here and just stack his ass up and go for broke for a guy like Jameson Williams here.
It would take a lot for them to move all the way up ahead of the Eagles, and especially considering if the Eagles are contenders to move up a few spots to draft the Jameson Williams, which I absolutely think they are, it would take so many assets for them to get him that it would question their strategy of trading away Tyreek Hill, because then it's set in stone that it is all then it would have simply been a money issue. And if that was the problem, yes, it makes sense if they believe that Jameson Williams can one for one replace the Tyreek Hill production. But they're going to give away so many picks to do it that I don't think it would make sense from why not just pay Tyreek Hill then and draft all around him? Why not just use all those first round picks to draft around a Tyreek Hill and a Patrick Mahomes and then invest the money in him? You know what I mean? It would be a weird strategy, and it would probably only work because they have Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
I think everybody's just surprised. I mean, because for me, that's what happened with me, at least. And I consider myself to be on the same par as anybody who's running the Chiefs. So, so there you have it. But, the Devontae Adams gets traded. It's like, holy shit, he gets paid all this money. It's all these picks. You go, oh, my God, what just happened? Tyreek Hill gets traded. It's all this money, all these picks. You go, what just happened? And then you see, oh, the salary cap's going to jump in a couple of years. Oh, $30 million or $28 or whatever it's going to be, in that range. It's actually not going to be that bad in a couple of years when you think percentages of the cap. So this makes a lot of sense. But in the moment when it happened, it wasn't a trend yet. It was just starting to trend. So if they get caught up in the moment, they get blindsided by a team that's suddenly offering, I mean, what was it, like a first, 2 seconds, 2 fourths, a sixth? You're getting all that for a guy that does want to get paid $30 million when the market was 22. It's easy to take that deal, breathe, and now go, oh, well, we do have all that cap space now.
Yeah.
We do have all those picks now.
We could control this guy for 5 years.
Maybe we do. And we have Mahomes for 10.
Yep.
So
maybe paid him.
We do go in for Jameson Williams now. That's the only thing, because everything just changed so much with the market. And we'll see how much it evolves tonight, too, because that's the other thing, guys. Is let's think about this. DK Metcalf could be on the market tonight.
Oof.
A.J. Brown could be on the market tonight. Deebo Samuel is very likely on the market tonight, and seeing what happens with all of these picks, all these teams. We have 8 teams, 8 with 2 first-round picks. How many of them are willing to deal at least one to go and get one of those guys?
Exactly.
And how does that change the market? What is the contract they get? That could all happen in the next 3-4 hours. It's crazy.
We got about 15 minutes to go until we find out what kind of reality we are facing here. I know I'm curious who you guys believe is one of the most accurate people to kind of listen to. I always go with Josh Norris. Myself, I love the kind of exercises he does with him and his new crew over there. They did their mocks here early this morning, and I thought there were some interesting names we'll get into. And some of those interesting names are on our bingo cards tonight. So if you didn't hear, we are running round 1 bingo, and there is still time to get in. Just head to bellandthebirdmen.com, where you can get your bingo card of 1, a 6-pack, or go with the Monster 15-pack mother load, and all the proceeds for those bingo cards that are $10 a piece are going to the Eagles Autism Foundation. Very close charity to me and Dubs that we firmly believe in. It helps the autism community 1,000%. We'll follow that up with the big autism event that we're doing the Thursday before, which is now turning into a scheduled release party, which is fantastic.
Yes.
How that works out. But for now, we are still trying to raise as much money as possible for our own Eagles Autism Challenge. and doing that tonight. You really can change somebody's life with a $10 donation. That's something I was very passionate about on the podcast, and how good the Eagles Autism Foundation really does change people's lives each and every single day, and they are striving for more acceptance rather than just awareness of autism, and joining that community very recently. They need every single dollar that they can get for sure. So go to bellandthebirdmen.com right now, and you could win a bunch of fabulous prizes, including the grand prize of going to an away game with us at some point during the season. And we'll tell you all about that soon, too. But what else can we win tonight?
Well, yeah, there are so many great prizes tonight. One of the prizes, for example, we have an exclusive poster from the show, John.
That's right.
It's a one-of-a-kind. We made one poster as we were traveling around this year at the Henry James Saloon. We will sign that. We will give that away. Chances to be on the pod with us. We're giving away 3 of those tonight.
That is right.
So 3 different people will have a chance tonight, if you win bingo, to come on the show with us in the next couple of weeks. We want to do that. We've got Case
or
of Liquid
tonight,
Death.
if you really want to get on tonight. Yeah.
Come on down.
We can try and figure it out.
We've got
except for Stephen K, except because he just says he doesn't like me without the beard, and that's just rude, sir. Rude. Rude. My baby loves it. That's all I'm saying.
But let me see that chin. Let me see that chin. Oh, yeah. That is beautiful. That is wonderful.
I'll make it skinnier and it'll look better. That's my goal in the offseason.
Yeah,
so there you go.
Don't worry. You lose it. I'm growing it over here. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be Grizzly Adams by the end of the summer.
But, yes, definitely you can come on the pod. Obviously, you see the Liquid Death in front of us. We're going to be giving away cases of that. We have got 5 of those or so.
Yeah, we've got 5 cases of Liquid Death. We have a special package from Awesome Sauce. So Awesome Sauce are our new sponsor with the show.
Welcome aboard, everybody.
Yes, we love Awesome Sauce. They've got a starter kit it's brand new. It's their biggest package that they give away right now, so we have one of those. We will be giving that out.
Just to explain what the starter kit is and what Awesome Sauce is, it's sustainable sauce in your house. You can literally make ketchup in 15 seconds. Mustard, eventually. Barbecue sauce. Their Chesapeake fire sauce. And if Sauce Gardner is an Eagle, he will be an Awesome Sauce representative.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But foreshadowing?
It is the coolest thing in the world. You just shake it up with a third of water, and you never have to buy Heinz ketchup ever again. And you shouldn't be buying ketchup in general from Heinz because
Heinz is never good anyway.
They were terrible, and it was one of the many reasons why it turned me off from ketchup. So there you go.
Yeah.
AwesomeSauce.co. You can see their branding right in the lower left-hand corner to do so. And what else we got? Some other stuff?
Yeah, we've got some other prizes. He's
going to show off his guns later. That's a prize in itself.
I'm running right now. I'm not lifting, okay? I'm running. I'm not lifting. We'll get there soon.
Yes.
It's all a process. But I'll look gorgeous in the summer. So some of the other prizes, Devontae Smith rookie card, a Nick Foles rookie card. I have a commemorative, a specially designed NFC Championship game from 2017 commemorative football.
Badass.
We'll be giving that away because we're coming up on the 5-year anniversary of the Super Bowl. So a lot of prizes to give away, and I'm shocked. We've raised over $1,000. We've raised over $1,000. Thank you, everybody, because you did this. You made this happen. Again, you came up with the bingo idea.
Yep.
I just was able to run with it. So to be able to work with your suggestions, build this thing up, see the response, the number of people buying cards, the excitement for it. I've seen some of the comments already. If I don't win bingo tonight, it's going to be terrible. So, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, we appreciate you being along for the ride. That's why we wanted to give away some good prizes tonight. And it's just going to make a weird draft that much more interesting because this is just the weirdest draft I've ever seen.
It is. And Edward Bruce, what's up? What's up, fellas, watching here in England? And at 1 a.m. with the 4-week-old son, Evan. Congrats to you, my friend. Thank
Birds,
you for all
Evan.
you do. Go Birds to everybody. I feel like everyone's had kids this year, too, right? Like that's we're all just going to be a bunch of Jalen Hurts fans.
Don't put that on me.
Listen, Dana, let's get on it.
No, I'm in no
finish
rush.
The circle.
I'm in no rush. We live together. Everything's fine. That's as far as we need to be right now. We're good.
Thomas Peterson, tell me the one thing that you would most – well, I don't know if quarterback's the most thing that you're going to hate. So if that's the case, I think you've said your piece on that. But what would you absolutely love maybe tonight? What is your number one goal for the Eagles?
Number one goal, just get a good player. I mean, if they're going to trade all the way up, get a Kayvon Thibodeau, get a Sauce Gardner. If they're going to draft, if you're going to trade up a little bit, give me a Garrett Wilson or a Jameson Williams. That will make my first round.
They need a receiver. Like, they've made it clear to everybody that, hey, we need a number 2 guy. We don't know who that is. We got to find somebody. They were looking at Devontae Parker, which I'm still not over because it was sad. Not because I miss
They've
it,
been
because
looking
I
at
was
everybody.
sad. Everybody. So, yeah, if you end up with Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, Traylon Burks, Chris Olave, any of those guys, I'm happy about it too, man. I'm totally with you.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, throughout the entire offseason process, they tried to trade for Calvin Ridley. They gave a contract offer for Allen Robinson, Christian Kirk. They were in on the Devontae Parker trade rumors. They've been trying to get everybody, and they've been doing a ton of work on their top 30 visits. It's the position they've been bringing in the most. They've done the most homework on it. Aaron Moorhead has been privately working out these guys when they were at the pro days. There's not a position they've done more work on. So I'll be surprised if they weren't going to spend one of their premier picks on a wide receiver this year.
Yeah, and it's been pretty – that's why it's almost because we've probably overanalyzed this for the last couple of weeks, I feel as though is it like I'm talking myself out of – well, they just want us to believe that they're taking a wide receiver. Like all this is just noise and like, finally – we're taking Tyler Linderbaum and we've juiced everybody up and we've traded all the way back, and I think that would make everybody completely upset. But man, I think you're right though. Like this is we've talked about it on the pod. To not have anything next to Devontae Smith is ridiculous. And listen, I respect Quez as much as the next person, but he's not going to be a wide receiver 2 anytime soon, and I'm not going to bet on the fact that he is. I don't even know if he's a wide receiver 3, to be honest with you. I don't know. They need firepower, absolutely. J-Jaw's now a tight end. We'll see how that goes. As long as it's not Drake London, I think we're all going to be very happy.
Yeah.
As long as it's not Drake London.
Although 5 to 10 yard passing is pretty good for Jalen Hurts too, I guess. If you're
That's the offense.
Gonna go that route.
Come on.
But can I say this?
So are we out on Drake London?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh,
completely.
we're
totally out.
Are you still in on Drake London?
We're not doing this,
changed
Francisco.
I changed my tune to Jameson Williams, but I'm not going to be mad if they take Drake London. I'm not going to be upset. He's still a receiver that they could take, and he's making the team better. He's a good fit with Devontae, in my opinion. I'm not saying he's my number.
I'll have a nice drink tonight if that's the case.
Because me and Vince had this conversation about 2 months ago now. I'm not in that same. I'm not having that same attitude I had then, but I wouldn't be mad.
So who do you want? Who is the receiver for you that's the guy to get then? Francisco?
Right now, or Jameson Williams?
It is Williams.
Yeah, we had the conversation last week.
Yeah.
I said I'm in on him. I don't think they're trying to win right now. I think they're trying to progress, but I don't think they're trying to contend right this second. So he's coming off his ACL tear, and I don't think it's that big of a deal to wait on the guy.
All right.
And apparently he's ahead of schedule, so no big deal.
Dubs,
we're chilling.
I forget, you in or out on Drake London?
I'm out. My whole theme for the draft, I'm a big 80s rock pop fan. I like Madonna. She had a song, Papa Don't Preach. How we don't reach. How we don't reach.
But
What don't you reach?
I'm in double.
Yo, listen. What
Fuck
don't
yeah,
you
Dubs. We're doing that
reach,
shit all
Howie.
night.
What
Stay
don't
within yourself.
What don't you guys
I don't
like
need
about
Drake
Drake London?
London.
Because he went to USC? Is that the only reason?
Actually, Thomas, can you reiterate that again? Because
Yeah,
I thought you said it so beautifully on the pod. You pretty much speak for me and Vince.
Right. So Drake London can be a very successful wide receiver in the NFL. I think we all agreed that he is not in the I think a Whiteside territory. He's also not in the Mike Evans territory. And I think the three of us agreed that to take a chance on a guy from USC who is not really winning by creating tons of separation, not really having that second gear to separate down the field, he can absolutely be the Brandon Marshall, the next Brandon Marshall of the NFL. I wouldn't hate to see that experiment in Philly because it has not worked.
Yeah, and it really hasn't worked for any team other than the Cincinnati Bengals in thinking that, like, unless you think he's T. Higgins.
Yeah, exactly.
Then that's pretty much it.
And as the guy who was a T.
that.
Higgins guy, I don't see it.
Case.
Go ahead, Thomas. Sorry, buddy.
No, I mean you're on point. I mean that might be the case. He might be the next T. Higgins, And if you're willing to take that shot on a guy who is not going into the league, and I mean, he's not going to win by running routes, and that's just always a risk when you're going that way.
Yeah.
Like a quarterback that struggles to complete passes in the middle of the field? Is it kind of like that, Thomas? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
Well, that's a perfect segue, actually, because Vince, we were been talking pretty much all week, and now we have a complete scope of basically what this offseason is shaped up to be. I think both of us agree. I'm not sure how the room feels, but this offseason, as it stands now, has not been good in terms of team building, in my opinion. This is a point where you're really going to see how much they're going to help Jalen Hurts this season in this draft. It seems as though they're going to be aggressive, but we say that every year with Howie's season. What have we learned overall, and are they actually giving Jalen Hurts an opportunity here, or it doesn't matter either way? He could light the moon on fire, and they're still drafting Bryce Young next year. What do you think do you think this is an actual, honest opportunity for Jalen Hurts, or are we just looking to raise the value here?
No, I think Minshew's got a shot to start.
Get out of here.
Leave.
You're done. You're done. You're done.
Get as mad as you want.
Get out. No, get out.
All right, folks. Well,
Get out.
that was a short entrance from John. It's going to be me, Francisco, and Dubs and Thomas
I'm
for the
sticking
next
with
season.
you. I've already died on the hill. I've lost Twitter followers over going Gardner Minshew. We all know this.
I remember you last year.
I
remember.
I'm getting blocked over Gardner Minshew, okay?
And you know what? I don't blame the people
So
for blocking you.
I'm in, Vince Quinn. I'm in.
Yeah, it's okay.
I gotta ride this one out.
God.
It's
If I'm getting
okay.
blocked out here, I gotta ride it out.
Come on. Look, what tells you that
What
they
point
love
would it-
this guy to the point where Minshew doesn't have a shot this year? They gave Hurts every opportunity last
What did
year.
Minshew do better even
Nothing.
in that Jets game?
He did nothing. But the problem is, what has Hurts ultimately done? They've
It
tried.
doesn't matter. They're trying
Yes,
to
it
give him a
does.
chance.
It
They're
totally matters. They're trying
not trying to give
every
it-
single
Minshew's
Minshew's been in the
year.
league for how long has Minshew been in the league for?
Okay, he's been in the
not
league
gonna-
for like
You're
4
trying
years.
to see what you have with Hurts. Who
Okay.
cares about? You're
No,
not going to
they
win though with
don't.
Mitch.
They don't care.
What do you mean
They
they
would
don't
not
care?
make sure they
care
had
right now. They care about
ones
giving
next
him a-
year if they gave a damn about Jalen Hurts.
Well, they have no choice right now. They're with Hurts right now for the next year. They have no
They
choice
got
but to give
17
him the
games
chance.
of Jalen Hurts. That's what they got.
We've got some semi-breaking news in here right before it.
Oh.
It is officially 8:00. I don't know if we've booed Roger Goodell yet or not, but please mark it on your bingo cards for everyone playing alone or at home, I should say. According
The Blues rain down.
Boo. According to one Howard Eskin, Howie Roseman is working the phones vigorously. He wants to make a trade into the top 10 badly. They are moving into the top 10. Forget this.
Kyle Hamilton.
A defensive lineman.
Whoa.
Pass rusher, baby.
Thibodeau.
Pass rusher, baby.
Thibodeau time.
Tibbs.
Oh, wouldn't that be exciting?
Tibbs to steal from the Giants. The motherfucking Giants. The motherfucking Giants. That would be great to pants them 2 years in a row, would it not? I think that to get into the top 10, a pick is in already?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 NFL Draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock.
Hey,
There we go. Thank
Commissioner
you.
Bobby Dubs, thank you very much for letting us know.
As the other sounds fire off, we will work on that. My production side of things is going to be sloppy. I will do my best.
That's what sloppy is what we do here.
Semi-professional production when I get involved. I was always a bad producer. I was always bad at it. Like, I was so glad when I got to stop doing that.
That
at
damn
WIP.
YouTube autoplay.
I know. It's going to get me. It's going to happen at
It'll
least
get you
4
every
times tonight. I will just let you know now. Over under 4 times I screw that up. So be ready for that. But yes, Bobby Dubs is our commissioner tonight because here's an important thing, folks. What we've realized is watching the draft all these years, the picks get tipped, right? So
Yeah.
we're not going to wait for Roger Goodell to announce the picks.
You can, if you'd like.
If you'd like.
But we're not going to.
We are not doing that because what's the point? It's already out. Everybody knows it. So we will be getting our picks announced by Commissioner Bobby Dubs. So Dubs will be Roger Goodell for us
We
tonight.
love that.
Thank
We
you.
love that.
And it's
He
going to be
dressed
fun.
appropriately, too, not like, me. I'm wearing shorts, by the way, under here. We will ceremoniously, too, by the way, finally, Vince Quinn, by the way, had to do this because he's the champion, literally went to 7-Eleven and said, John, it's time we end this crap. We have not tasted the new flavors, or I have not tasted the new flavors of the new Liquid Death seltzers. So he has brought us the Liquid Death Mango Chainsaw, which you can go buy right now at liquiddeath.com/bell and get free shipping on every case that you order. Or the Bury It Alive, which neither one of us have tasted yet, and very excited to do that. So for the first and second round picks, we will be tasting those for the first time. Dubs has already had the preview over here of the berry. Can we get a quick review? Berry,
tasty. You get the berry, but it's not too much berry.
Not
you
too
also
much
got
berry.
A little bit of carbonation there. I love it.
The one that we call Taylor Credatus, who runs the ones and twos and keeps the glue together. You've had the berry. What's your take on it?
All it needs is tequila.
There you go, man.
All right.
He is back from vacation. I love this. And let us know what you think of the new flavors. You guys have been doing a fantastic job with that. Text line is there for you as well, 215-509-5833. Jacksonville is on the clock. Thomas, Peterson, are they going to screw the draft up tonight and do something crazy, or is this Trayvon Walker still in your mind?
I can't understand if this is Trayvon Walker. I don't get the hype on Trayvon Walker, but it's probably going to be that. I mean, he's been shooting up the betting boards. I mean, he's the ultimate favorite to go one here. I just can't. If he goes over Aiden Hutchinson, something's weird.
Yeah, I think something's weird too. But I don't. Yeah, it's almost like they were trying to bait somebody into it, and no one's biting it. And it's like, oh yeah, we were. And if I mean, like, why would you be saying we're taking Trayvon Walker for like a month and a half? I guess, and not one. Yeah, I guess they just love him so much, even though Jordan Davis is going to be a much better player than him. No big deal. Fine, take him at 4.
Well, yeah. Here's also another interesting
Or
theory in
1.
all of this. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Okay? They have no clue. They've never had a clue. Doug's going to get fired in a year.
Yeah.
Balky's going to get fired in a year. Trevor Lawrence is going to flop there. Like, it's just everything's. It doesn't matter who they pick. Let's just get that out of the way now. It doesn't matter who Jacksonville picks.
It's a pretty interesting pick in that we've been hearing that they want different kind of players, right? And Doug has been vouching for an offensive tackle, and to be honest, I think that is the most logical pick for them to make at this point because, I mean, Trevor Lawrence had probably the roughest year of any quarterback, getting beaten week in, week out with a dysfunctional head coach, maybe the most dysfunctional in the history of the NFL. and then to go out here with the first overall pick and the opportunity to grab a high-level tackle, and you go out and you say, oh, we'll grab this guy with high motor from Georgia who can stuff the run. It would just seem weird.
Yeah,
it's so them though. Like that's
it's
they have
very
no idea
Trent
what they're
Baalke.
doing. They don't understand anything. Like the whole thing was, oh, you've got great tackles in this class, so you might as well go draft an offensive tackle. What do? They go franchise the guy that they've had, and they just signed an extension with him. So they locked in another tackle. So they're going to go, all right, well that's solved. Rather get like a potentially.
That's solved.
Yeah, that's what they think. So it's just like they're so clueless about everything. They can't do the simple stuff right. They're going to back-to-back number 1 picks with a GM that Byron Leftwich tried to depose this offseason, by the way. Like, with all the chaos that this year was, let's not forget, with all the trades of Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson and Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill and Tom Brady trying to take over the Dolphins, let's not forget that Byron Leftwich was offered the job initially in Jacksonville, didn't take it because he wanted Trent Baalke out of that job as the GM. They said no, and then they hired Doug after 4 months of Doug being like, hey, guys, I'm still here.
sounds like how he got hired the first time.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he did win
In
a
all
Super Bowl,
seriousness,
dude.
so if they don't grab an offensive tackle here, the dip in like from the top guys here, the Charles Cross, the Evan Neal, the Ekem, like if they don't get one of those guys, the next time they pick, they're not going to have one of those premier options. So this is the chance to do it, and it's a deep edge class, so you can get talent there later in the draft. It would not make sense for me if they don't. I mean, either you go Aiden Hutchinson because he's obviously the best pass rusher in the draft, maybe aside from Nick Bonito, but other than that, I mean, it would just be a weird strategy.
Yeah, and that would be very interesting. I still think they're going to use the full 5 minutes here, or Rodgers just getting to.
Oh, they're still debating.
Yeah, they're still debating.
Which is such a mess. Isn't that the ultimate sign of a mess?
No one's calling, by the way. No one's taking this pick. So.
No, they're stuck to make this pick. And yeah, it's one of those things where, and this is what makes this whole draft so fascinating and insane, right? Is every year for at least like a week or two, you just know who the guy is. We knew it was Trevor Lawrence for like 6 months.
Oh,
I mean, he had the playbook in
you
like
know it was
February.
Trevor Lawrence for like 2 years. You're like, when it's time to get drafted, drafted, he's going number 1.
Yeah, so to get into a draft like this, where they still to this day, the owner wants one guy, the GM wants another guy as the report, it makes all the sense in the world for them, and they're going to blow it. Like, honestly, it doesn't matter who they take. I think they're going to blow it.
What pick would come out of left field?
Oh,
Like, what's the out of nowhere?
Thibodeau. I think I think that's out of nowhere enough for this draft. Like, that would surprise me if all of a sudden it shifted. It wouldn't surprise me if what Thomas is saying is what they end up doing and actually fucking over the Giants and the Panthers at the same time, or if they're like, nope, we're gonna take one of the three like main tackles that are up there from the Jets or from whoever. I think that could be very possible right now, but I don't know.
Wouldn't it be a kind of a shocker if they ended up taking Evan Neal here? Because I think he's not been talked about as the potential number 1 pick. It's either Ekem or it's a defensive end. But seriously, though, if you have a chance to draft a massive mauler from Alabama at left tackle and Evan Neal, I mean, that would be my pick.
Yeah, and from Doug's time here and getting to know Stoutland and probably having an ear or two and maybe like this is the thing we agree on. It's like, well, you know, this is where I think Doug could say, "Kiss the ring, Trent."
Just bust the door down and say that.
Hey, yeah, right here.
Just drop the Super Bowl card.
Which is
you
what
ever seen one of these? Draft Evan Neal.
Never even really sniffed it because I ruined all my chances in San Francisco, and actually so did Jim Harbaugh, which makes it all that much more hilarious. Apparently, the Sixers are holding on nice and tight, so we'll keep you updated with them as well because obviously we have a left eye open on them. Derek Carr got a new haircut. And apparently it's not going well. That's what we know right off the top.
Ooh,
here.
that's a big one.
Okay.
Looking bad on draft night in Vegas. What a shame.
Bobby Dubs, we accidentally we went a little bit ahead. So Bobby Dubs, we are official. The Jaguars are on the clock now, officially. And let's see if they suck up all 10 minutes. Apparently the broadcast everywhere is very awkward. So this is good. Ice Cube has come out. This is why there's no point in watching these broadcasts anymore.
No, they're a waste of your time.
That's why you watch us.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, and by the way, so one of the other things we're going to be doing tonight is we'll be playing highlights of guys when they get picked. So like the same way that the draft, it's like, oh, watch this guy running around. Like we're going to do the same kind of stuff. You don't need it anymore. Plus, we can swear and we don't take commercial breaks and like it's just way better.
And we're just better personalities.
What do you got, T?
How many guys getting drafted tonight even know who Ice Cube is?
Exactly.
Like they were born. They were born.
Don't ask me that question because I'm going to be like, what do you mean people don't know Ice Cube?
Yeah,
No,
that's
you're right.
People know Ice Cube.
Plenty that
Everyone
don't
knows.
know.
They were born in 2005.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Don't say that.
They're gonna say, oh, he's
They
the
were
guy
born in
from
05.
Are We There Yet?
Yeah.
Right,
That's who Ice Cube is to people.
Oh yeah, that's right.
05. Stop
Ice
with the
Cube's
2005
Ice
stuff.
Cube's an actor to them, right?
Right.
I
To
guess.
most of these kids.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't been putting out albums since like the 90s.
Well, I know.
It's-
Well,
yeah,
that's the whole
not
point.
Well, he had a album out in the late
And
2000s.
who cared?
didn't
And
he?
who cared?
I did.
I respect you.
Always.
I
Always.
respect you for that.
Exactly.
Because people over here think probably Drake is better than Ice Cube, and that's when I want
Right.
to shove
He
somebody's
might
head
be.
into a
He
toilet.
might be.
And, that's the old man in me right
All
there.
right.
But apparently, oh man, Ice Cube broke the microphone on his way out too. I'm glad that this interaction is going on with Roger Goodell front and center here. So we've got probably just a couple of minutes before the Jaguars screw up their first-round pick. It's starting to get very antsy around here, everybody.
I'm
that's
seeing
fun.
it. You're sweating a little bit.
Everything
The
I've been
hands are
waiting for all
going.
off season.
I
All
like-
off-season, baby.
Well,
If this is a do you want to
I
crack?
I think you need to cool down. Plus, I need some water. God, I need some water in my life. I'm gonna crack one. Here we
Cheers,
go.
everybody! Thanks for making this all the way to draft season.
Sorry,
Means
I
we're
opened mine.
more
Already
more
opened
than
mine.
halfway through the off season, right? And let's just see how this berry tastes here for the
Yep.
first time.
Cheers.
Oh, holy shit, is that good?
Yeah, the
Man,
Man, you
flavor
guys
is so
undersold
good.
this. What the fuck?
this
Yeah.
You guys are telling me
was good.
this is
my favorite
all
one
right,
so far.
So that
Flavors are
agave
good,
that
man.
they were talking about, where it like brings out the berry flavor at the end, this trumps every. I'm a very much like raspberry lime, black cherry type of seltzer drinker. This puts it all to shame. Oh my god, you guys weren't kidding. You've tasted it before we did, and this is amazing. I would put this in tequila too. By
Yeah,
the way,
the
I
man-
might
the
do this
mango's
tonight.
amazing, too.
I might go. I'm
Holy
definitely having a
shit,
drink
is this
after the
good.
draft. I'm going
Oh
home
my
and putting some
God.
tequila in this tonight.
Shout out to Chris Wood, who was telling us
yeah.
the whole time that this is the two that he orders the most. Very good choice. Thank you, Vince Quinn.
Cheers.
Finding these at 7-Eleven last minute, by the way. So Welcome, everybody. We've done it. Here we go.
Picking yet?
Well,
Thomas, can we get you Liquid Death in Denmark? I don't know if we've asked you that or not, but we should definitely send you some of this because it's delicious.
You can't get it in Denmark yet unless it's shipped.
all right, so here's what we're going to do then, because we're going to get you in Philly at some point.
Yeah.
Whenever that happens, I want you to, like, Stone Cold Steve Austin a couple of Liquid Deaths, and you're just going to down it. Like, that is the dream to me.
We have to do that.
Yeah, we're going to see Thomas in Philadelphia at some point this season. That is definitely one of our goals there. As it looks like the Jags are just about to make their pick here, what's a disaster for you right now, Vince Quinn?
Disaster for me right now. Let's see. Well,
my disaster would be 1 or 2 quarterbacks going in the top 10. That's a disaster for the Eagles.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Okay. You know what? Actually, here's where it gets interesting with the quarterback stuff, because this is something that's been on my mind the last couple of days. The Eagles have the ability to almost start the quarterback run and end the quarterback run with 15 through 18, right?
Right.
Like, seriously,
Right.
think about this, right? Because they could trade with Carolina. So you move up from 15 to 6. When Carolina moves back, what are they going to possibly do? You know what they're going to do. So, okay, they're going to take a quarterback. Well, now everybody's either jumping up in front of Carolina, somebody's going to do it, or it's going to be Carolina takes whichever guy they want, and then the Steelers, who are sitting at 20, for example, they're right in that neighborhood. Do they go and move up a couple of picks? Maybe. Like the Saints are right there at 16. So all of these teams in that space in the middle of the first round, that could be really the spot where it's like, all right, we see Willis, we see Pickett, we see Ritter, and they all just go right there. I mean, that's right in the Eagles' sweet spot. So how quarterback plays in this draft, if Carolina can't move down, if they do take a guy at 6, and that changes the dynamics, we'll see how it goes for the Eagles. But right now, if Carolina moves back, that quarterback market is right in the wheelhouse, which for Howie trading down, that's where I think it really matters. It's more the idea of, one, you've traded up to 6, you're getting a blue chip guy, but then, again, the ultimate hedge from Howie the Hedgehog, and you're going backwards, and you're going from 18 to like somewhere in the 20s or 20, and you let Pittsburgh take that guy. I really think that lines up for them. It's great. It's great if it falls that way.
Here's my everyone's and it's not like Howard Eskin's ever been wrong in his life. If this top 10 pick ends up being Malik Willis,
kill me,
because like I keep saying this. You only trade
Stop,
up in
John.
you only
Why are you doing this?
Stop yourself. Why are you even talking right
you
now?
only trade up to the top 10 for pass rushers or quarterbacks. Even the Sauce Gardner thing, I want to happen. But that's a stretch for this
You're
front
not trading
office.
up that high for a corner.
Well,
No way. Doing that.
I think they might.
Unless you think he's Darius Slay.
Well, and let's talk other disaster scenarios then, because this is the other one that's just popped up in the last 2 days, if you want to believe reports, rumors, Vegas, everything. Derek Stingley at 3, because let's get real about this. If Stingley goes at 3, Sauce's price automatically skyrockets, because nobody thought that Stingley was going to go at 3. So now, okay, there's one other. Depending on who you talk to, there's either 3 other premier guys or 1 other premier guy
Pick
left.
Pick is in.
And whoa, that's some big news here. All right, wait,
ladies and gentlemen, the pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in. You got it, Dubs?
The commissioner is getting fed the pick. He will have it.
Handed the envelope.
Yes. Who broke it?
Everybody from Albert Breer to My Sports Update to Aaron Wilson. It is the not shock of the draft. The Jaguars are selecting
Commissioner Dub. We'll work out the system with Commissioner Dub.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is what happens when it's the
where
first
you're
time.
getting
All right, so here we go.
Trayvon Walker, everybody.
Trayvon Walker, defensive end, Georgia.
There it is. All right. We have our first pick in the draft. So that was a guy that, I mean, when you think about all the defensive ends that were in this draft and guys that I think were better talents, I mean, Hutchinson, Thibodeau, I would have taken those guys over him in a heartbeat.
Yep.
So, Thomas, you seem to feel the same way now that Walker's official. What do you think of the pick now that it's done?
It's still weird. I didn't see it. I mean, it's the same with Trevon Walker and Drake London were kind of the same watches for me, because you hear all these draft experts and guys that know a ton more than we do, and you put on the tape yourself and you go, what the hell did they see? I mean, it's the same with Trayvon as is with Drake. And Drake didn't really separate with route running. Trayvon really didn't get pressures with good pass rush moves.
Yeah,
I get the athleticism part of it, but unlike the type of a Thibodeau or a Hutchinson, he just didn't seem to have a plan when he was rushing the passer. So I think it's kind of a project first overall, but I guess I'm missing something. I probably am.
Oh no,
be the first time.
I don't think we're missing anything here, man. I mean, like we're running the highlight package right now, and just like everything you see, when and this is always it's a weird marker for me. But when do you ever see a highlight package where like one of the main highlights is a deflected pass that he doesn't end up getting intercepted? I'm looking at all his different moves and like, sure, is there strength in there? Absolutely. Is he an athlete just like everybody else that we talk about this? 100%. But I don't see this must-have guy, and that's what we're going to find out. I think the Josh Norris even pointed this out this week, Vince. Maybe Georgia's defense is so new and complex, because I do give them all the credit in the world. It is different when you hear their coaches explain it, and no one really knows who's the fire engine of the Georgia defense. Jacksonville Jaguars definitely didn't pick the right guy in terms of who is the fire plug here. So I don't think you're in bad company, Thomas.
I guess you kind of hope that it's kind of like when Packers selected Rashawn Gary, because he kind of had that similar role. He was in a limited role where he wasn't asked to rush the passer in the same way that he has been asked to since he got to the Packers. So you saw the talent there, and then when you didn't limit him in the scheme, he became a real good pass rusher. I mean, if that's the same case with Trayvon, he can absolutely be successful. But to me, it's just a little bit too much of a projection for a first overall pick.
Yeah, and now this is going to get interesting here too, because we've heard, the Lions and Thibodeau, and I guess like him and Dan Campbell and Thibodeau are real close, tight, like have them on speed dial type of deal. So, is this a Hutchinson drops to like 3 or 4? Adam Schefter we already know he's going in the top 5, but this isn't.
He's going now. He has to go now.
And it is right there. Actually, we have it in. It's Albert Breer who has it this time. Commissioner, you want to tell us who the Detroit Lions are taking?
With the number 2 pick in the NFL draft, the Detroit Lions are drafting Hutchinson.
There it is.
Aiden Hutchinson. All right. There you go. And
Aiden Hutchinson to your Detroit Lions. He probably got.
And now comes the wild card.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's see what happens with Stingley on this one. But first off, I want to talk about Hutchinson for a moment, because the Lions are in such an interesting spot. And part of the thing that I wonder when it comes to a pick like this is how much are they believing in the player versus the story of the player? Because, look, Hutchinson was a great player at Michigan. So you get a guy of this profile. He does play a prominent position. He's the local guy. It's a better story. You see Joe Burrow, he goes to Cincinnati, and oh my God, the wonderful magic that he's done in Cincinnati. It's an alluring thing. Do they think he's a better player than Kayvon Thibodeau? Because I don't.
Neither do I. Is that weird?
No. Thibodeau is way more explosive in my opinion. If I'm betting on the athlete and his ability to do it at the professional level, I'm going with Thibodeau. But there's a lot of love for Hutchinson, and for Detroit, I wonder if this was the evaluation or if being local tilted this pick a little bit. I just wonder with an organization like that.
I wouldn't disagree with that, with the local angle. And
hometown
guys, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
This whole offseason's been hometown for the Philadelphia
Texans
Eagles to get us all fired up. Of course, you're showing the Iowa highlights. Thank you so much, Taylor. I appreciate that.
So there you go. Yeah, there goes the Iowa quarterback.
Mark Daly.
Some nice Steelers jerseys they got.
Did you see who held his block there? Tyler Linbaum.
Linbaum dominating.
But what do you think? If you had to sit in the Detroit Lions GM spot there, Thomas, would you have pushed for Thibodeau here or not?
No, I think Hutchinson is absolutely the right pick here.
Just because, for all the obvious reasons.
Yeah,
the power, all that other stuff.
Yeah, what is it over Thibodeau, then, that you like as seeing him as the number 2 guy?
Hutchinson simply, he's a bit of pass rusher when he gets off the edge. We talked about this as well when we were discussing some of the players here. Like, Kayvon is absolutely an athletic guy, and he has shown reps where he puts it all together. But for a guy who is to the more undersized, he isn't really undersized, but he's getting there. you'd like to see a little bit more consistent bend off the edge for a guy like him. Hutchinson absolutely does have that, and he's bigger than Kayvon, so I think that's kind of what made it for me. Yeah, Phipps is up there, and he's shown he can do it. So it's just for him, it's just a matter of putting it together and getting consistently.
Yeah,
I can learn that from Josh Sweat.
Yeah, I think, and I hope this doesn't come out wrong, but here's where I kind of doubt it. Where I see Hutchinson a little bit is a little Bosworthy. Like he's going to have a very good, productive career. I think there's an absolute chance that he becomes that special pass rusher that everyone believes in. But I'm a little bit on the doubter side here. I think he's going to be good. I don't think he's going to be spectacular. I think Tibbs has a better chance of being spectacular, if that makes any sense.
That's where I'm with you. It's like part of the thing is when you evaluate guys of this caliber, you think, all right, what is the floor?
I wouldn't be upset
player?
if he was here. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. No, I think the floor of Hutchinson is a really good player, and he's probably going to make a Pro Bowl. Like, I do think he's that guy at minimum. So when you're getting a guy like that, all right, it's a safe picking for Detroit. Look, the world is yours. You don't have anybody that you go, oh my God, how are we going to replace it? Like we can't supplant this guy or that guy. You don't have a core. You got to figure out everything. So get what you need. But to get a guy like this as a 2, it's a safe pick for them. Like I still do wonder because I think Thibodeau could be like the guy. Like Khalil Mack has had a year here and there where he's the guy. Von Miller's had a year where he's the guy. I think Thibodeau could be that guy. But for Detroit to go with this, I don't hate it. Like I hate the Jacksonville pick. But this, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, and I wonder now that we're getting with the Texans on the clock in terms of a wild card scenario. Thomas, apparently, Lovie Smith has some say in this, or at least a decent amount, and that was one of the conditions of taking the job. I don't know if I believe that or not, but is he a guy that you could see taking Kyle Hamilton right now here at 3? And fucking up this whole thing, because that's the only real thing that kind of makes sense to me that the Texans could do that would really throw off the draft.
Yeah, that will throw it off by quite a bit. I think this is the prime spot to get one on the cornerbacks for the Texans. I think that will probably be what they would do, unless they're in love with either Ecom. Yeah, well, basically, Ecom would be the other guy.
Yeah, because I don't think they're gonna. You could switch the order in which we think these are gonna go. Tackles could go now, right? And you're still kind of gonna end up in the same spot. And here we go. We've got Albert Breer is beating the pants off of everybody.
I got it.
So let's go to Commissioner Bobby Dubs and get to see where the Texans are going here.
All right. So
and with the third pick. With the third pick in the NFL draft, the Texans are selecting LSU cornerback Derek Stingley.
All right.
What?
All right.
Whoa.
What? This is working out fine.
Okay.
This is working out
okay
fine.
with it.
We're getting
I'm
spicy.
okay with it.
Which, by the
I'm
way,
more than okay with it.
let's mark a couple of things on the bingo cards.
Yes, please.
Hutchinson before Thibodeau is one of those that's out there. That's one of the squares. So that did happen. And Stingley over Sauce was a square for some people. So check your bingo cards on that because some people will have it on the board.
And if you still want to go get a bingo card, you can do so right now at bellandthebirdmen.com. We are going to be giving those out and selling those. All proceeds go to the Eagles Autism Foundation until the Eagles pick, which could be very shortly.
Could be 3 picks.
Sauce at 6 in a trade. It's possible, people. Dare I dream?
The heat's on.
Dream away, Dubs. Dream away.
Yeah, the heat is on for Howie Roseman right now because now that Stingley's off the board, this is it. I mean, you do not have any leeway anymore. This is the guy, unless you really believe in Andrew Booth or Trent McDuffie. I'm sorry.
no.
I'm sorry, Thomas.
Don't even say it out loud.
But if you're looking at those kind of guys, like there's a clear distinction to me. And if he really believes that Sauce is the guy, and there's a lot of reports that he is interested in him, then 6, you really got to push that as hard as you can.
Yeah. What do you think, Thomas? So far, so good, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm a little surprised with the rankings. Like we talked about Trayvon and Hutch. I think Stingley going over Sauce is also a little bit of a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're 100% banking. Like if you're the Texans, you're 100% banking that Stingley is the same guy as he was in 2019, because you haven't really seen it since. So yeah, I mean, it was a super talented guy who really hasn't been able to put it together for the last 2 years due to basically injuries and inconsistent play.
Yeah. I've heard a lot about just like it's a very all these corners to me seem scheme specific too. Like I know that they're probably like you could mold them into basically any type of system that you wanted to, but Stingley's more of an off guy, right? And a guy like Sauce is not. Like that's kind of the difference between the two, and it's however your play style kind of goes into it. I would think that that's kind of would have been somewhat of an Eagles target. It is DBU anyway.
Yeah.
I think they've had a pretty good relationship with all the LSU talent that's
including
around there.
Tyrann Mathieu, who
Yes.
could very well be an Eagle pretty damn soon.
Very much so. Man, oh man, what would I've been kind of going back and forth with this too. I've been very afraid of what the Giants might end up doing here. What would scare you the most that would be in range for the Giants to have a quick turnaround actually this season? Because I believe they can if they nail this draft.
John's New York Giants.
Right, so we have the Jets before the Giants, right? Or am I off
we
here?
do.
Yeah,
The Jets
so
are on the
Jets-
clock at number 4.
Yep.
Okay, so wouldn't this be kind of a logical spot for a Sauce Gardner?
Oh,
Considering we're
man.
already in the cornerback market here.
That would ruin my first balloon.
Yeah, because if the Jets, they've got
Why
4
wouldn't
and
you?
10. So if they were thinking, hey, maybe we could get Sauce at 10 or Stingley at 10, and now Stingley's gone at 3, then yeah, if they were thinking corner, they're going to do it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
just
either
are.
they're going offensive tackle here or they're going cornerback.
I'm gonna bet a tackle run starts now. They got to protect Zach Wilson more than anything, and
Of course.
I think that's even though there's no chance in hell that that's going to happen. Joe's got to save his job a little bit here.
Yeah, and
I think
here's
he's going to be pretty
well,
standard.
here's the other thing too that I think is going to be interesting and has been curious so far. Does it feel like these picks have come in like 2 minutes apart?
Yeah, they're moving
Yeah.
pretty fast here.
It's like Jacksonville picked, and then it was 2 minutes. Like we just took a deep breath, and then it was like, all right, and the Lions picks in, and then the Texans were like, all right, we got to get in there. Like, and then, 'cause usually it's like you get a 10-minute clock, the clock runs, they sit there for 3 minutes, and then it's just like, oh, okay, is this pick going to come in eventually? It says the pick's been in for 5 minutes. They went to a commercial break. Mel Kiper slicked his hair. They came back. It still hasn't been in. What the hell? So now these picks have just been moving real quick. I wonder for the Jets how quickly they believe that the board would fall this way. Are they surprised at all? Is there a guy that they just run in the next minute like everybody else has?
I'm Joe Douglas. I'll start doing the fucking. That's what I think. That's what would happen if they took Sauce Gardner. That's what he says in his draft board. He's been waiting to say it all night long to Howie Roseman. I do the fucking now. The quietest guy ever, but like during the draft night, he just acts like a mafia boss. That's
I would support that. I'm in for that.
It's the first time in 30 years.
Whoa, here we go.
Drafted.
According to Josina Anderson, the Panthers are going to hold strong and take a tackle at 6. She does not anticipate them moving out. So, looks like we can circle that one, Vince Quinn. Looks like it's another Danny Ainge night for Howard Roseman. Circle that bet. They tried. We're heading towards
Wow.
they tried, everybody.
Stay at 15 and 18 are on the board, by the way, for some people.
Oh, on the bingo card?
Yeah, stay at 15 and 18. Trade up, trade down, stay at 15 and 18.
I would take that bet right now.
Is it still Danny H if he's in Utah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't like the chances for the top 10 supposed rumor of what they were trading up for. It is lying season after all. Maybe they're trying to scare somebody else to jump in front of them. But it doesn't. Right now, if I had to guess, I don't think they're going to move up. Thomas, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think if this is true coming out with the Panthers, I think they're very confident that one of these top tackles are going to drop. That would be, well, I guess they probably then will see the Giants take one, and then Carolina will take one as well. I think the sleeper here for the Jets, a guy that's been a name that's been circling around a little bit, would be Jermaine Johnson.
Ooh, yes, and because at 4 or at 5, like that would be, or at 10. I'm sorry, 4 or 10 is what kind of I think a lot of people were debating.
And
what
the number 4 pick
is it in? It is in it. Hold on. Let's play the music.
Wait, here we go.
The number 4 pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Jets are taking Cincinnati quarterback Sauce Gardner.
What'd I say?
We're gonna
What'd
be
I say?
okay. We're gonna
I
be
got a
okay.
shiver.
Howie, I'm doing the fucking. Me now. I'm
As
doing
I
the
read
fucking.
it, I got a shiver. Like a shiver went up my spine.
Shit.
I'm terrified now.
All right. I mean, it seemed like it wasn't
Sorry.
going to go. Shit. Shit. And
Brutal.
and guess what? All 3
We're gonna be
tackles
okay.
are on the board
Yes.
for the Giants. Shit.
God.
All the tackles.
Shit. It's my first
We're
shit of the
gonna
night.
be okay. We can still go and get a
I'm just-
receiver.
I
and a
don't
pass
want the
rusher.
Giants to be good.
Yes,
What's
you
wrong with
yes, you do.
Yes,
do.
get him,
Yes, you
Taylor.
do.
Get him, Taylor.
Liar.
He's
All right.
dying
I
for
remember
it.
the
It
episode.
is lying season.
Yeah.
I remember the episode. Well, it's time for the Giants. They're going to be top of the division.
Yes.
Yeah,
They will
yeah.
be now
No,
because they're
you
going to
want
get one of
them
the
to be
tackles.
good. You do
Here
want them to
comes
be good.
Charles
You do.
Cross or
Yeah.
Evan
It's
Neal.
okay.
Or,
You're a Giants fan now. I get it.
well, I'm not crazy, Thomas.
Loves the
I'm
blue
not
mouth.
crazy. They have all the tackle.
Giants.
They can
blue.
get any tackle and any second or third pass rusher they want now.
I'll just put on the positive hat here because that was kind of a blow there for both Stingley and Sauce gone. But we can pretty much pencil in with Giants and the Panthers selecting Evan Neal and Ekim here, right?
Yeah.
Do we agree on that?
Yes, 100%.
It's
All
happening.
right. So Kayvon
Yeah.
Thibodeau is still dropping right now, and so what I'm looking at it, either he's gonna be picked by the Giants at 7, or there's a trade up scenario for the Eagles with the Falcons at 8.
That would be, that I would like. That I think seems possible. And shout out to David Ramos for suggesting that because he believed that. I think he said that the Atlanta would be one of the top teams to trade for outside of Carolina. He put that very low.
Yeah.
So shout out to you for nailing that right so far. I would like that. So there's still you would get your guy Tibbs at 8
All right.
and rock and
Yeah.
roll. I would love that.
I am in for that. And John, there we go. Yeah, John's
there we go.
struggling right now.
Yeah, I am
So,
struggling.
The heat is out on Twitter. But, man, I mean, all right. And I guess I would love to see your reactions in the chat, by the way, for everybody that's hanging in here. I mean, what do you feel about for the Eagles right now? Is there still a pressure to trade up? Do you want to go up for Thibodeau? Is it okay now that Sauce is off the board? Was that the only guy you would really want to move up for? Like, I'm just curious what you all think. For now, I still want to go up and get Thibodeau. I 100% am willing to do that. And also Hamilton is still on the board for me. That means everything. So
Gross.
until those two guys are gone, I'm dying to trade up still. I'm not settling for 15 yet.
Only person I'm dying to trade up for now is Tibbs. That's it. That's Tibbs. If anything, I would even say I am liking the Jamison Williams trade up that Peter Schrager suggested today less and less the way this is going. I would just stay put and see what's there. Unless you think Jamison Williams is like the just so much far and ahead of what you need on this football team. Fine. I mean, no one's going to be upset with that. But
Well, yeah, how far would you go up to get Jamison Williams at this point? Right now, no receivers taken off the board yet. It looks like we're going to have a couple more tackles. I mean, the first receiver might not go till 9, 8. We'll see what Atlanta does, maybe. But right now, they're all sitting
I
there.
think the strategy. Sorry to cut you off, Vince.
Go ahead.
I think the strategy for the receiver would be to wait until there's actually someone taken. And I mean, the drop off between Jamison Williams and Garrett Wilson isn't that big, in my opinion. I mean, of course, it could be much different for the Eagles, but say the first receiver getting taken would be probably 10, 11. And if that will be Jamison Williams, I mean, you trade up a couple spots to grab, Garrett Wilson. If it is Garrett Wilson, you go up and take Jamison Williams. I mean, just wait for one of them to be taken, because then you limit what you have to give up for any of them.
yeah, and I wonder if somebody else was suggesting in the chat here. Dan Willard was saying, the Jets could easily take Jamison Williams at 10 as well, and I wonder if that would. I think that ends up being an
I'd
okay
cry.
thing, because that means a pass rusher is probably sliding down for you to go grab if you wanted to do that. I think it would avoid DJ Oreo for you.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Now you're speaking my language.
So I'm just saying that I'm not opposed to the double dip at all. But that would upset me a little if the Jets just outright take him at 10.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, and the
Imagine
other
all the
rumor-
talk about wide receivers and cornerbacks, and the Eagles end up with Jordan Davis and Tyler Linderbaum. Just go, well, let's go to the trenches.
Hey, I said that I'm already on record. I'd be fine with that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'll
the
be
Eagles'
the-
legacy draft, where it's the Cox replacement, the Kelsey replacement, it's a couple of trenches guys, and I think everybody's like, okay, I don't know, no one's mad about it, but no one's over the moon about it either.
Well, and one of the things that Vince, you were talking about is just like when we're talking about replacing Cox, Kelsey. I've been getting into some fun debates on Twitter with Les Bowen this week and what that all means. And this isn't hockey, and you don't need to replace Hall of Famer with Hall of Famer or whatever it is. But this is the first time like Cox and Kelsey are the last two Andy guys ever. It's pretty insane, like that they've lasted this long. And you look at Howie Roseman's record, and there's not a lot there. But everything now, including all the shit that happened with Chip, because that's been corrected and overcorrected, all of this, blood is on his hands 1,000% in terms of what's happening. And that's. I mean, he's had the job for so long, so it shouldn't be that surprising, but it's just interesting to think about.
Well, part of it's a testament to Andy and just how great of a job he was and how he anchored this franchise. I mean,
probably should have held on to him, huh?
Well, it was time. I don't want to
relitigate for the 1,000th time. But
I mean, I'm okay that he's gone, but man, I mean, for him to have guys that are foundational players, I mean, hearts of the locker room, hearts of a Super Bowl team, however many years after he gets fired, and still valuable players to this day. And Kelsey's still, depending on who you talk to, the best center in football. Like it's
100%.
It's crazy what Andy Reid's legacy is in all this. So the team has been phenomenal under him, and
motherfucker. Sorry.
Holy shit.
The pick is in.
John spilled his coffee. All right, and let's get the music. As John just, oh my God, like scared the crap out of me over there. Here we go.
With the 5th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Giants are selecting Oregon defensive end Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah, keep.
Oh,
just,
no.
It's a disaster.
Just keep telling them that they
no.
suck, guys. Just keep telling them. Just keep telling them
I'll
they
keep telling
stink.
you that Daniel
The world
Jones
is
stinks.
burning.
They're just so
Daniel
bad.
Jones still sucks, all right?
Yep,
So you're
bottom of the
welcome for
league.
that.
God
yeah,
damn
he
it.
still sucks.
All right.
So Thibodeau
Thibodeau played tackle.
Yeah.
Dude, they're going to take a tackle at 7. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they probably will take
They're
whoever's
gonna-
left.
they
in
just
the
they're
took the-
probably going to get one.
God dang it, Thomas. I'm so upset.
Yeah, you
Help
should
me not. Help
Hey,
me
the
do-
Sixers were up by 20.
Yahoo! I'm less upset.
Oh, wow.
Tyrese
Maxey.
Maxey is killing it.
Oh, really?
As he should be.
Okay.
It should be
when
James
Dub
Harden.
spent the entire right to radio calling him garbage. And now he did that. I said he had to play better. He was 17 of 44 in the last 3 games.
There you go.
He has to play better.
You
There
know
go.
what we call that, Dubs? The Barchard special. Because I do that all the time.
By the way, this is a historic draft. It's the first time in the common draft era 2 cornerbacks selected in the first 4. And it might be the first time ever 5 consecutive defensive picks.
That tells you everything you need to know about this QB class.
Wow. QB's ass.
So
Oh my God.
now that we can officially put to rest Howie Roseman probably trading up, I would assume, unless Atlanta wants to hang out, or if I don't know, the Seattle Seahawks feel like trading DK Metcalf and that somehow involves the 9th pick and whatever, that's fine by me too. But I'm ready to taste the second selection, which you guys have already tried, which I was jealous of.
Yep.
Of our great sponsor, Liquid Death. LiquidDeath.com/bell to go get your case shipped to you for free every time you use that link. This is the Mango Chainsaw. The Bury It Alive is now done and finished. I'm excited to try this one too.
Would also go well with tequila.
Taylor just likes tequila.
Holy shit,
But-
yeah, it would. And it's, man, this is close. This is like
Dude,
trying
mango's good.
to decide between Sauce Gardner and Hutchinson here. I think Bury It Alive by a nose, but mango is so fucking refreshing.
So
like
good.
if on a
Oh,
90-degree
man,
day, I'm drinking this.
We ran
Yeah.
out of the mango. I got to try
See,
the mango.
I go with the Buried
Mango's so
Alive
good.
too, and I am the biggest mango fanatic on the planet.
it's
Like,
good.
here's how bad it is for me. Did you know that there's a festival in India that has like 1,000 different kinds of mangoes?
I need to be there.
Exactly.
go.
This
Like
have to be
literally
there.
1,000?
Yes,
When
like
is it?
literally
Yeah.
there's like a crazy. It was a thing that I couldn't even imagine a world existing with that many types of mangoes. But apparently,
Can we get a
there's
deal
a
with
ton of
Philly fruit trips? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Philly fruit trips.
I love that.
there we go.
We
I
can deal
love
with
that.
out. We're going to see the mangoes of the world.
I
baby.
will
Let's
travel
go.
the country or travel the globe and eat fruit. I will be the next Anthony Bourdain. I'm down.
There you go. Well,
That-
please don't not the ending of Anthony Bourdain.
Well,
don't be that.
No, we're good.
God, it's got
Well, we'll
dark
see how
there.
the Eagles do tonight.
Hey, by the way, like, can I just say I am fucking nailing this with everybody who said, here comes Howie Roseman, aggressive trade up from Jeff McClain to our old friend ESP to Bo Wolf to everyone else. You know what they're saying now?
Everybody.
It looks like the trade is out. It's a disastrous start for the Philadelphia Eagles. And now there's no big trade. They tried. They tried to be aggressive, but there was nothing there. God, I fucking hate this.
Hamilton.
Oh, no. No, not now.
Yes. Get him.
Get him out of the way. Somebody take
Get
him.
him.
Get him
God,
out of the
no.
way.
I'm dying for it. I am dying for Hamilton. Do we have another one?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
yet.
I'll take
Not
care of
yet.
that for you, Dubs.
But
Actually, I don't know.
I don't know. What does everybody think now? Tibbs to the Giants does suck indeed.
Well, yeah.
I'm sweating like bullets here
You
on
make
camera.
Look,
Damn
it's,
it.
at this point now, it's a question of how does this run of guys, how does it affect things like Jermaine Johnson if he goes in this stretch?
Yep.
Okay, it pushes the receiver down the board. So in terms of the Eagles' needs, again, like 15 is not a devastating place for them to be. It's not like, oh, there's 9 guys in this draft that are worth a damn, and then everything else is a reach. So for the guys that can be there at 15, I'm telling you, it pushes Garrett Wilson down the board. It pushes Jameson Williams, Traylon Burks, all those guys that we like. They're all
Everything
there.
is lining up. Linderbaum, baby.
Oh, there
God,
you go.
no.
That'll gas them up.
Why?
We're gonna get there, Thomas. T, what do you got?
What if they traded for Tibbs? The Tibbs pick.
I would have been ecstatic if they would have kind of pulled that off. I would have been ecstatic of just like 15 and 18.
What were you good with giving up then?
Both first-round picks and future, if it meant that you could probably wouldn't even I don't know how much it would have cost you a lot. Apparently the Giants and Tibbs fell in love with each other too, so everyone's lying. It's probably because he got drafted there, and that's what's actually happening. But yeah, I would have sent the moon if it meant Tibbs was coming here. I wouldn't have worried
Who's
about
the
my
kid
first
on the
and second round.
stage with Tibbs?
Oh, I don't know. We're not watching.
Yeah, we're not even bothering
You
to
tell
watch
us.
the draft. We have Bobby
It
Dutt.
is
We have our own
awkward.
commissioner, and that's all we need.
Heard it's been very awkward there all night. By the way, Thomas, just a
That's
lot of
right. I mean, yeah.
from Ice Cube on. I don't know.
What?
I need Drake London off
it's
the board just so I don't have to
apropos.
worry about it.
What? Sorry, one more time, T.
I need Drake London off the board. I need him to go
Yes.
before the Eagles. So I don't have
Please
to
go
worry
to
about it.
Atlanta, Drake London. Yes, I would love to.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect.
I
Right?
could see that.
I'm good with that.
So now we'll see. I'm like Carolina has been pegged for a tackle here. Anything
Yeah.
outside of that would be very
I mean,
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
they're-
going to be Charles Cross is my bet.
They have their
Imagine
pick
if
of
it's a
tackle or
quarterback.
quarterback. They're all
If
still
they
there.
go Kenny Pickett here, I'll die. I will die laughing if it's Kenny Pickett.
Corral.
Corral.
Oh,
I think this is
Corral.
the only chance that Malik Willis has to go right now. By the way, in the top 10.
You don't
is
think
Carolina.
Seattle?
No, I don't.
I don't know what they're doing over there. I mean, what are they going to do?
Well, actually, come to think of it, like I had Tibbs kind of like sliding down to them possibly.
Which would be
So-
so Seattle. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you know what we need right now after we traded the greatest quarterback we've ever had, and I know Warren Moon exists? Let's go and get a defensive end.
Seattle, I think, is very movable always. That's been their history. So I do think 9 is possible for Jameson Williams. If the Eagles still want to do that, it doesn't seem like anybody wants to move, though.
No.
Michael Lombardi, Panthers pick is in, and it's not a quarterback. Just say who it is. I mean, what the?
yeah.
So lame.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
So
Oh,
lame.
God.
So-
Everyone just got to get the retweets out, you know? So there you go. There's the street cred for
Right.
Mike Lombardi.
All right, I'm going to say
Some
it's Neil.
clowns.
I'm gonna say it's
named
Neil.
Mike Lombardi. Anyway, just had to get that out at least once.
Yeah, definitely a tackle.
gonna be
And
close. It's going to be.
I don't know. I don't know
Feel
what
it in my bones.
I feel like the Panthers could really just be the worst setup team of all time this year.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling that Jermaine Johnson can just go at any point. I think he's kind of that joker in the draft because I think the opinions are all over the place on him.
Well, where's your opinion on him? I mean, if you were just sliding him as a certain pick, like where's a fair range for him?
I think anywhere from now and moving forward is a fair range for him. I mean, he put on some really impressive tape against Ikem, and he's one of those really good athletes with pass rush moves and a plan, and I think that's a good combination.
And by the way, one of the guys that they just left in Carolina that is now a Philadelphia Eagle, Hassan Reddick, John's favorite player. So,
Right.
when you lose a guy like that, okay, what is the natural inclination? Let's get a young guy that can do that in the draft.
We have
And the pick is in.
Oh, let's.
no surprise here either.
Oh
No,
no!
it's not.
So wait, the music production. See, I'm a terrible.
I love that Vince Quinn.
I
is
always-
just
I
like,
got
you
it.
know what?
I
can just
got
use
it
my
now.
phone.
I got the picks. And With the 6th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Panthers select North Carolina State offensive tackle Icky.
Oh, Icky.
There goes
There
Icky.
he goes.
Everybody do the Icky shuffle now.
Talking about Jermaine Johnson at the tape against Icky.
Say that again.
Yeah, that's just the guy we're talking about with Jermaine Johnson. I mean, he had Icky is a very good offensive tackle prospect. He had one of his toughest games when he played against Jermaine Johnson. Actually, I think Daniel Jeremiah had Jermaine Johnson over Kayvon Thibodeau.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, he's kind of been back and forth there between those two. There's been a nice, healthy debate in between that, and man, I wonder if this is. I still feel like the Jets take him at 10. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know.
All right. Well, we got a new addition to the floor here. As Matt Maratea from the newsletter has popped in and made an appearance.
What's up, Matt?
Not only that, my brother from another mother from Right to Radio.
There you go. As Vintage Eagles had on as well. We'll let him get set up and ready to rock and roll here.
We got a lot of wires and people and stuff.
If you haven't been keeping up, going with the theme of having Ice Cube start off the draft, the Eagles and their whole draft hopes are getting fucked with no Vaseline. That's what's going on right now.
Good Lord. So,
damn.
I'd rather have a breakfast with no hog.
Yeah, did you see Ice Cube's legendary mic slam to begin the night? Apparently there was awkward and great at the same time. So.
Also has a death warrant.
Yes.
Transitioning from Cube to Derek Carr is really something.
That's how we do it.
Interestingly enough, as we're still running the Thibodeau highlights in the background here, I feel like he and Jordan Davis have a lot of the same split in terms of how good they are. And I feel like most Oregon pass rushers, or especially any Pac-12 player, let's be honest here, always has that, well, it's not SEC, you know?
Well, yeah.
And I would have given my left foot to get this guy. I just think he's outstanding, much like I think Jordan Davis is going to be exactly that DJ Oreo, who I am so happy that it's falling in line, that it's his, whether that ends up being the climb to 13, getting to 15, 18, it smells like it's still Jordan Davis night, and I'm enjoying that. I think Vince Quinn can still have his prize, like Nanks is saying in our Discord as well. Feel free to join us there during, before, or after our broadcast. I mean, everyone seems very hyped up that you could get your gift in Kyle Hamilton here, pal. So I mean,
let's go. Give me Hamilton. Let's go.
Never
I will
drafted a
freak out.
safety in a first round.
I will take my shirt off live on this broadcast if they take Kyle Hamilton, which is everyone's incentive for them to not draft Hamilton. But I don't care. Damn it, I want the guy. I want him so bad. I want him.
Somebody let Howie know what's on the line now.
I was listening to Hamilton on the way here. I want him so bad. Not even kidding. I was listening to the soundtrack of Hamilton. How dare you say that Hamilton's terrible? That's a great show.
I've never seen it, actually. I hear it's fantastic. I haven't
get
watched it on
culture,
Disney Plus.
Damn it. Can we get some culture in this room,
That's
please?
what we're calling culture.
Yes. The greatest play that's been written in the history of the 5 plays I've seen.
History of the past 2 years. Yeah.
History of the 5 plays.
Allow me to argue more about culture.
All right. Let me ask you this then. You only get to have one. Honey Badger, Kyle Hamilton, what are you doing?
Hamilton.
No, thank you. This is why it's hard to work with you. This is unbelievable. Thomas, if you're only choose one, Honey Badger, Kyle Hamilton, which one are you taking?
Kyle Hamilton.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask the room then. Hamilton or Honey Badger, you only get one.
Dubs?
Honey Badger.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Hamilton
There
for
you go.
Francisco.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Go. I love this.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know what the hell.
This is why it's so hard to do a show with you.
Well, because if you're talking about,
I'm sorry, John.
I don't. We're on an island together, Dubs. That's okay.
Quality.
That's fine.
It is what it is.
I just don't. I don't get the. I don't understand Kyle Hamilton hype, and the whole Notre Dame thing really spooks me too. It's just
okay,
that's
fair. A
He
lot of
doesn't
Notre
have
Dame
an invisible
guys
girlfriend, does he?
I just don't. I don't trust Notre Dame pros. I don't. I just don't.
I feel like every year there's some guy from Notre Dame. It's like, this guy's going to be great, and then I never hear about him again. I have no idea.
Teo.
I also think, John, it's a little bit more of just the thought of having a talented young defensive back for once instead of banking on a soon-to-be 31-year-old safety that is going to be demanding around $10 million per year, and it's a short-term answer. Like, it's just the same thing of banking on short-term answers all the way through.
Yeah, I just don't think it's that important. I just don't think it's that important right now.
These days.
What do you got, T?
They are chanting "fuck Embiid" in Toronto right now.
Oh, good.
So how much are they
While
losing
they're up
by?
22.
Well, the Sixers are at
There we
22,
go, baby.
yeah.
How about Fred Van Fuck You? How about that, Toronto? Hey! Nothing?
And he's putting
all
his
right,
hands
like,
up for the
it's-
year, like, give me all of it.
Well, yeah, that's great. Good for him. Like
for him.
that series has been brutal. I mean, they tried to injure that guy. Like, they were fouling the crap out of him early in that series. He tears a ligament in his thumb, and that helped them in a major way. So for him to be able to fight through that, they go and win this series finally. It shouldn't have dragged out this long, but they need the relief, man. They need
So
it.
much for us being on the on the cliff, Taylor, from the show the other day. Where we asked the 1 through 5 panic rating, me and Taylor were like 5.5. I think Taylor's at 1,000.
There's still time.
There's still
It's
time.
still time.
Oh,
I was trying
God.
to-
Don't do that, Taylor. Do not do
And
that.
speaking of taking their sweet-ass time, the Giants. There it is. We have a pick
Oh,
in.
they got it. It's so
God.
fucking embarrassing.
Oh, no.
No.
It's coming, guys.
All
Go
right,
ahead,
here
Chris.
we go.
With the 7th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Giants select Alabama offensive tackle Evan Neal.
Ooh. There goes Evan Neal.
Jesus Christ.
That's a great pick for them.
Jesus Christ, Thomas. That's like the best. I mean, like,
There you go.
fuck, guys. Like, what? How are you not going, this is nothing?
It's
Typical Eagles fans.
No.
Fucking typical.
no.
Falcons
Eagles
are now
typical.
on the clock.
I'm
by
just
the way.
thinking they've screwed it up for so long. They've had an archaic old man who didn't believe in computers or an Excel sheet. And now they've skyrocketed into basically inheriting a Howie Roseman run front office. I mean, fuck, man. Fuck. This is not fun. I take back
This is a
everything I
great
ever
Giants
said.
draft so far.
Please come back, Joe Judge. Please come back, Dave Gettleman. I hate this. Hate it.
Yeah, look, I hear you. Like, I hear you that the Giants just made 2 great picks. They did. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to ignore this. But it's still, they have a lot of things to build and prove. Like, let's take a second to talk about Kadarius Toney. Where is he?
Probably
where
a
is he?
future Eagle this
So,
summer.
well, yeah, like they have no idea what's happening with that guy right now. They were like, we've been giving everybody the playbook, except he doesn't have it because he hasn't really been around. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. So that was the first-round pick last year, right? Like,
Yep.
That's a young centerpiece that looked pretty damn good when he played. He's probably out of there. He might move for a mid-round pick this year, this draft. So who knows where that's going to be? Daniel Jones sucks. Saquon Barkley, injury prone. Like they still have things to work on. It's going to take time. If they made 2 good picks now, yes. Am I panicking about the overall existence of the Giants? Not yet.
Pat Shermer, Ben McAdoo, and whatever the fuck that was last year with Joe Judge.
Yeah.
That is the 3 offensive titans that have,
Three
like,
strikes, you're out.
like we're in Kirk Ferentz land with they were running a Big Ten offense for years.
Yeah.
Shit, Eli Manning. They ran an offense for Eli Manning because he.
That's his full name, by the way. Shit Eli Manning.
Shit Eli
Yeah,
Manning.
That's his full name, yeah.
Eli
They
shit, man.
changed it for him. They told Daniel Jones that he's actually Eli Manning and made him run the same offense, which is a terrible idea. And now you give the guy that helped groom Josh Allen, who was left for dead. And I agree that, like, I don't expect him to be a Hall of Famer or that top-tier talent that he is, but he's way, way better with Brian Dable in his offense and Ken Dorsey. This is going to suck, guys. And I'm fine with it because I'm ready for the Giants rivalry to come back up again because they haven't meant shit in years. And they keep trying. Somebody said this in the Discord last night. I fully agree. You guys let me know, too. Giants fans secretly want to be Eagles fans always. We have way more fun. We're like stepbrothers and sisters fighting all the time. Giants fandom's weird to me. It's like Phillies baseball. No one really cares.
God, now you're going to make me
Oh,
make a
no.
pro-Giants argument, and this makes me sick. But they've
Uh-oh.
won more Super Bowls than us lately, and let's talk about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's old.
Wait.
Yeah,
It's
winning
old.
2 and 4
okay.
years, that nobody wants to be an Eagles fan if your team wins 2 and 4 years.
You're saying someone from New York wants to not be from New York?
Well,
No,
not
someone
that.
from North
No,
Jersey.
no,
not
no,
North
no.
Jersey.
No
Yeah,
one
yeah.
from North Jersey wants to be from
Someone
Philadelphia.
from Bergen County.
I'm like, if you could flip a Giants fan, you can't flip a Cowboys fan. That's what I would say.
No.
They love
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
Knicks.
Well, I've seen an Eagles fan become a Giants fan pretty damn quickly, but outside of that, I haven't seen a whole lot of flipping going on. How about this? Let's take it to people in the chat as well, because you're hearing John. John's been sounding the alarm on the Giants from the moment they hired Brian Daboll. Basically, he's been sounding the alarm. So what does this do for you? Are you worried? Like, because I look at them this year, and I think of the Giants, and I go, okay, they're probably going to win like 7 games this year. Fine. Like, they're totally fine. I mean, it's competition for the Eagles. They should still be a better team this year, frankly. They should be. So I'm not worried about them right now. 3-4 years is a long way to go in terms of reshaping that franchise, the books, everything. They got a long way to go. So I'm not giving it to them. They don't have a quarterback still. I firmly believe that. It's going to take time. So I'm not panicking right now. Are you panicking with the Giants? Let us know in the comments. Or if you're watching around and you're in the Discord, feel free to fire it out in there as well. John's been following
Jared
on the
Karuba,
laptop.
there you go. That hurts. Giants building in the trenches is bad, bad, bad. Johnny Bravo was right about the Giants crushing this draft. And, yeah, the Jaguars made it easy for them. Fuck you, Doug. God damn it. Or whoever made that call, Trent Baalke.
Yeah.
It made it easier for them. I mean, like, the board just ended up being like, of course we're going to do this. It fits their needs so easily. So now we wait on 8, the grade 8 of the Atlanta Falcons, who could easily, I think, take Jermaine Johnson here. Don't you? What's your kind of feel here with the Giants here, Thomas? The Falcons. My goodness. See, maybe I am a fan. I can't even get it out of it.
This is where we could see a wide receiver taken, and pray to God that is Drake London if it is.
Oof.
That would be so great.
Drake London and what do you got, T? Nothing?
LaShawn McCoy is saying we're taking Kenny Pickett 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So wait.
Shady.
Now,
Aftermath.
How much is this a Marvel situation where he spoils the Avengers? Dude, if Kenny Pickett, I am leaving the room and going home if Kenny Pickett.
All right, so hold on a second here. Hold on a sec. I mean, LaShawn McCoy did go to Pitt, and this could just be wishful thinking.
And can he say we?
No.
Well,
he's going to be. Unfortunately,
He's going to retire.
Laurie's going to put his number in the rafters, which is a terrible idea. But
yeah,
I think he's saying we.
I'm not a fan. But you know,
whoa,
not a fan.
Whoa, yes.
Wait.
Yes, great news.
Wait.
Great news.
Okay,
great news.
I had a
We're
back.
back. We're back. Commish, get on the mic. We're back.
Hit the button.
Oh God! Oh no!
Vince Quinn's
I'm
got to
the
hit
worst
the
producer
button.
of all
Charles
time.
McDonald, wherever
There we
you
go.
are, you're so
With
pissed.
the 8th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Falcons select USC wide receiver Drake London.
Let's go!
Shit! No, wait, because he got picked by
Let me
somebody else.
say
It's
it
gonna be
before
great.
you yell.
No,
Barger.
no, never. That's how excited I was. All I just had to hear
How are
druff.
you tipping tip picks? He's over there tipping tip picks.
Tip. I can't help it. I can't help the excitement. So there goes Drake London,
God.
and everyone, you're going to hear who is going to stop Drake London and Kyle Pitts this season. I can already hear the Bleacher Report article in my head.
Everybody.
Everybody.
I love Kyle Pitts.
I love Kyle Pitts
I
as
do
well.
too.
Mariota comeback year.
Drake London.
Mariota come back
Look,
here.
Drake London is the first receiver
God.
taken is a mistake.
Wow.
I've seen 2 glaring mistakes already in this draft: Trayvon Walker and now Drake London.
Well, now he's going to be Mike Evans, right?
They're going to tear it up this year. Pitts in London. They're going to tear it up.
Francisco loves
And you're going to be.
Francisco
loves it.
I don't even love them. Look, we can still get other receivers. This isn't even a big deal.
This is a
isn't
great
big-
thing.
Hey, whatever. There's still. It's a great wide receiver class. I'm not that upset.
Well,
I'm not that upset.
let me ask you, John, and
Yeah.
I mean, do you care about Atlanta at all?
In terms of
Anything?
Oh,
Do you
like
have
what they're
an-
doing?
Do
No.
you really, Thomas? Do you give a shit about Atlanta at all? Do they matter to you in any way, shape, or form?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, say like it's great. It's just like Drake London going to Atlanta. He might as well have just gone into a black hole and just disappeared.
That's
like,
how the city of Atlanta feels too.
no
oh
one
wow,
cares.
Charles McDonald's actually very pumped for this. We must be on opposite ends. So interesting as a diehard film watcher and Falcons guy himself. But
He's talking himself into the pick.
I think it's
peak
a
draft day
huge
kind of stuff.
mistake. Huge mistake.
Wow.
He even looks like J.J. Whiteside walking up to the podium.
Oh, God. Is his mom holding an umbrella over him as he goes to the podium?
Oh, goodness.
He's probably going to have a successful NFL career, and I couldn't care less.
Yeah, congratulations on selecting the new Hayden Hurst. There you go. This does line up, however, for something that Vince Quinn talked about in a prediction episode. Garrett Wilson is not the first one off the board.
Yep, he's going to drop. I'm telling you, Jameson Williams is going to be the next guy to go. He's going to be the next receiver to go because it's a speed. People are always fascinated. Henry Ruggs comes out of nowhere. He goes over CeeDee Lamb. He goes over Jerry Jeudy. He was the first guy taken. Why? He's fast as shit. Now, his story's obviously, messy, but for that moment, why they took him, it made sense. You just get why teams do that, especially the Raiders. I mean, Jesus Christ. But to see Jameson Williams right up the boards over the last couple of weeks, I can feel it, man. The Jets at 10 make a lot of sense. I could see that happening real soon. So we'll see what happens there if they don't trade for Debo, depending on those rumors. But Garrett Wilson, man. Garrett Wilson at 15 is a really good, safety school, if we're going to call it that.
Yes. How would you feel about that? I don't think we got too much into that on the pod. Thomas, Garrett Wilson, what's your thoughts on him overall?
Love Garrett Wilson. He's the best route runner in the draft. So I'll be ecstatic with the Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, and I'd start creeping into why is he falling? But I guess if the Falcons love Drake London so much, and that's what we were kind of hoping for, you're gonna have to talk me into it.
All right.
So I'll need you and Thomas to.
Why he's falling? I mean, it's not like the guys who already have been drafted. You can make a case for each and every one of them why they should go before a wide receiver in general. I think if you're drafting Drake London here or Garrett Wilson here, I think it's more a preference to what your offense is going to look like. Either like Jameson Williams and Garrett Wilson, and apparently also Drake London are kind of in that same tier. Garrett Wilson is a very good wide receiver.
Wow. Seahawks do pick. They don't trade out as well. The pick is in as we go to
Take
Commissioner. Mr. Bobby Dubs here.
And now I was ahead of schedule.
You're
we didn't quite sync up on that one. I finally nailed it.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there eventually.
Charles Cross.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. With the 9th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Charles Cross,
Offensive tackle from the Oklahoma State University, right?
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State. I didn't remember. There you go.
There you go.
That's how much I studied tonight.
Seattle,
there you go.
Damn.
By the way, who just made that draft pick because Russell Wilson.
Because they believe in Drew Lock. They believe in Drew Lock.
He got traded to Denver and he didn't come here. I just want to say.
I'm honestly surprised that the Seattle Seahawks picked.
Can we not scratch that old wound?
No, it is an old wound, but I had to scratch it. Russell Wilson should have been here, and I'm not over it.
They finally drafted like a premier tackle, and Russell Wilson's in Denver.
Yeah, he's got to be sitting there like, you got to be fucking kidding me. He's got to be losing his mind.
Oh, now you do it, huh?
Yeah.
now you do it.
Screw you, Pete.
I'm going to go, Pete.
This guy would be so mad. I would be so mad if I were him. That's
I'm going
hilarious.
to start a burner account and say bad things about Noah Fant, too. How about that?
There you go.
I think he's pretty satisfied right now.
I agree, Thomas. This is I feel very satisfied so far in how the board is.
Hamilton's at 10 right now.
Oh, no.
Hamilton is there.
This is prime Jermaine Johnson territory, right?
It is. Very much so. I would be shocked if the Jets don't take him here. Absolutely shocked if they don't take him here. But if they I don't know.
Talk about the opportunity for Eagles to trade up from 18 instead of 15.
Well, I think that's very possible now.
I like that. I would like that. All right, you move up. You get Hamilton right now. You just do it right now. Jets move back to 18. You draft again at 15. You get a receiver you want. And there you go. That's a night.
Yep.
That's a night for me. And that'll help some people get bingo, which, by the way, I want to check Francisco. No bingos yet, correct?
No bingos yet.
We do have a lot of prizes to give away. So, and I figured it would take a little bit. You got to get some picks in to cover the cards. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. Some of the spaces, if you have a card, you got to wait for the first round to finish till we know the full state of the board. But we will get some bingos tonight. I'm confident. At least I hope.
Yes.
Together.
And if not, guess what? Everybody gets the entry if we don't get a bingo.
Yeah,
so
so-
everyone that bought a card, if no one declares a
Everybody
bingo,
comes on the show.
everybody's in for the grand
And,
prize.
and I will just eat a lot of shit for the next forever.
Vince
I will,
made it too hard. You made it too goddamn
yeah,
hard.
I'm trying.
He
all right?
did, no, you did an amazing job. I'm not. It's just
We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
We'll refine this.
I
stuff
think
if it
we're going to
doesn't.
get at least somewhere in the ballpark of 5 to 7 bingos tonight, at least.
Yeah.
That's where I'm feeling.
Let us know on the stream if you're playing bingo with us. Certainly on the text line as well. 215-509-5833. You can text us anytime. I mean, we're up at all hours of the night, just like the Discord is, swapping ideas back and forth. Most of mine are correct, and all of Vince's are wrong, so that's pretty much how it goes. But pretty awesome here. I'd be okay with, I'd be disappointed right now if the Jets did a small crazy Ivan and went Williams here. But if that means Jermaine Johnson is dropping to get into Eagles range, I'm not as upset. That means less likely DJ Oriole for you.
Yes.
So you could see
Please go to Baltimore.
here's where I'll be happy, and Thomas disagree with me, but Jermaine Johnson, Kyle Hamilton's fine by me if it ends up going that way. And Kyle Hamilton's the second pick in the first round for the Eagles.
If he goes to 18, I'm going to be mad at the NFL. I'm going to be mad at the whole league for letting a guy that's that good drop to 18. That would be ludicrous.
Then we'd all know exactly how the NFL feel about safeties.
Yes,
Which
actually
is-
very true.
It's crazy, though. I mean, I look at safeties, and it feels like the versatility of these guys. Run, pass, you're in the slot, you're covering tight ends, you got to cover the back end on all these defenses that want to throw the long ball with elite quarterbacks everywhere. Some of those guys are calling the plays like they're now doing the middle linebacker role of old school football.
Yep.
And to have guys with that much responsibility, the elite guy is worth a lot. Like it's your same argument, John, with centers, right? Like centers on some level are underrated. Why? You're making the blitz protection calls in a lot of cases. If you're the center that's making the calls and makes your life easier for the quarterback, that's valuable. Like, that really matters. Interior pass rushers these days are so good. Having a great center matters. And to go like, this guy doesn't matter, he's a center, it's just outdated to me. I think the centers, safeties, it's just they're more valuable than they used to be.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, Derwin James was the 17th overall pick, and he was also a stellar prospect.
Yeah, if he didn't, because I feel like he tore his ACL a couple of, like he's been through a lot of injuries since he got to the pros. But when he plays, I mean, I hear guys like Robert Mays, for example, just gushes over Derwin James every time you mention his name. He can't help himself, and I see it. He's a great player. It's like if Derwin James was in the draft today, incredibly healthy, he's a top 10 player. He just is.
Yeah.
So for Hamilton to be that kind of same guy, and now he's at 10, this is it. Like, this is it. You got to go and get this guy. You have to.
Well,
I'm going to lose it if they don't get him. If he's at 15 and they don't draft him, I'm really going to flip his shit. I'm going to be so pissed off if they do not take this guy and he's there at 15. I'll be furious.
Eagles have never drafted a safety in the first round, right?
not in X
No.
amount of
Ever?
years. Yeah.
I don't know if they ever have. They've been around since 1933. So
I think they've drafted 2 cornerbacks in the first round in franchise history.
it's crazy.
And that was at the bottom. That was Lito and Sheldon. That was I
Well-
think it was the only time.
So
Two-
Sheldon
two
was the
first rounders, right?
second rounder.
Oh, was it second round?
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
You're right.
because
It
he
was
was one, and
26,
then
and
Michael
then-
Lewis was 3. I
That's right.
believe.
So it's been an awfully long time.
Feels like it's also been an awfully long time for the Jets here to go and make this pick.
Yeah. Jets are taking their sweet ass time here because this is another rumored spot here where I felt like the Jets were more than willing to back out here. So maybe they're still trying to get the best offer. Maybe they're trying to cram San Francisco's cram hole for Deebo Samuel currently right now. I think that's a possibility. But
People are speculating the Debo thing.
oh, right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. I mean, that could be taking some time here to finally sign off and do.
And that's going to be an important thing. And so one of the things, as we're doing all this different stuff tonight, one of the things, so Matt and Dubs being here, obviously doing the newsletter, being out with us on the road, all that kind of stuff. So Dubs is our commissioner tonight. But also, as they're looking at all these reports, like, Matt, let us know. I mean, anytime you see trade news, anything going on interesting, just give us the flag there. And also, Matt, I mean, you missed some. You had to hear all this in the car. Like, any surprise reactions from you at this point? Any picks you didn't expect? Anything you like?
Stingley went high. In my opinion, I mean, I love the guy. I think he is probably the best corner, but I did not expect to see him go off the board there to the Texans.
Yeah, 3. That changed in like 2 days.
Yep.
It went from like, Stingley at like 10 or 7 or something, and so just 3. It was just like bam, and then it happened.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast. And guys, is the first round moving fast to you? This moves. Oh wow. There you go. We got to pick in again.
Okay, I hope I'm not sad.
I believe you'll be a little sad, but this is good in the long run.
All right, so we have the Jets pick.
We have the Jets pick from. I have it from one Matt Lombardo.
Really?
Yes.
Look at him
Oddly
getting a
enough,
big
who's
scoop.
ahead of everybody else right now.
Wow.
Makes sense because he's covering both sides of New York up there for.
He's a local guy.
Question mark?
How
I
often
can't
is
remember
it
what he's
that
doing.
the local guy actually does get the scoop on a
Okay.
pick?
Yeah, Charles Robinson has it now too.
We'll fire it again because I can.
With the 10th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jets take Garrett Wilson.
Yep. There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
All right.
So I think the Jets have had both New York teams have had a stellar draft so far. To me, Thomas, what do you think?
Yeah, I think they both have pretty good drafts as well. I mean, Garrett Wilson is a great pick for them there.
Yeah, and some comments.
And now's the time to move up for Jameson Williams, by the way.
Yes, it is. This is time as Chris Mortensen right before we heard from our commissioner Bobby Dubbs also had a nice little nugget. We can probably close the book on this one. Here's the one thing Pete Carroll reemphasized this morning. He says DK Metcalf is not getting traded. The draft was about building with good players who can make them better. Pete truly believes that they will be contenders, and now that they have Charles Cross, they feel even more confident in doing so. So I can't wait for Seattle to go 7-10, and we'll all laugh at them in the end.
Yes, because they're going to run the ball 1,000,000 times, and now they don't have Russell Wilson to save them, and they're going to suck.
Isn't it? When it would be a fun alternate universe if the Denver Broncos are 7-10 and the Seahawks are 10-7 with Drew Lock and all that other different talent around them. I would laugh at that.
Well, I
And
mean,
you would feel a little more comfortable, buddy.
That
Wouldn't that make you feel
spurned
better?
vengeance side of me would feel pretty good about that. Yes, I would be quite happy.
I'd be definitely rooting
Washington are on 11, right?
They are at 11.
Yeah.
I think Kyle Hamilton goes here, unfortunately.
Oh, I will be God. Oh God, no.
If they're going to do something here.
No.
But I don't know if you guys heard this or not. Our good friend Carson Wentz, just an absolute culture changer down there, according to Ron Rivera.
I did see that.
Churning butter, saying prayers.
What the hell was the culture before then?
I don't.
Well, it's one of every government investigation you can possibly find.
the worst thing that you could possibly think of. Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, when they're up the Washington, you know what, to such a degree. I mean, they're talking about them holding millions of dollars away from other teams. That's going to kill Dan Snyder for all the things that he dodges, because they do not want to get rid of owners for anything because, oh, my God, it opens the door. But if he's committing financial acts, he's robbing other owners, they will get him out of there because that's the precedent.
What I'm hearing is Carson Wentz really wanted to go there for the insider trading and not most of the football.
Well, yeah, he's been a part of a lot of trading, so might as well get on the insider.
Yeah, where's Carson Wentz going next year? That's my
Yeah,
that's my fun question.
he's going to the USFL.
Going to the
is where he's
Jags
going.
after Trevor Lawrence, bangs his knee up or something stupid like that. I'm sure Doug will talk to him into that just fine. Thomas, I wonder, is there anything that you believe Washington could do that is going to make you worried, scared that they are on the rise as well? It's one team I just don't believe it can do anything in this draft that's going to make me change my mind on the
Just got an
future.
update
No, but
from
they
the
can
Red
screw us
Bull
over
that
by
the
taking
Commanders
Jameson
are
Williams.
trading back.
Whoa! So what was that, Dub? Sorry, Thomas.
Ian Rappaport is reporting the Commanders are trading back.
Commanders are
Whoa.
trading back here. But I'm sorry, Thomas. Go ahead. What do you think? The Commanders have any shot to re-up here?
No. But I do think they can make it a hard time for the Eagles if somehow Jameson Williams gets off the board here.
Update: the Saints are now on the clock.
Oh,
shit.
Spicy.
Here comes Williams, guys. They know exactly what the
Yep.
Eagles are doing.
Or they're taking a quarterback.
Matt Corral. No,
Using the assets Howie gave them.
Yes. Man.
Damn it!
I think this is bad news.
Damn
Bears.
it, Barty.
This is bad news, Bears. Yeah,
Push
way to go,
his
Barney.
feed.
Thanks a lot. Hope it was worth it. What did he say again?
Howie GM of the year, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, wow. Would the Saints go in on Malik Willis?
Yes, because I think they're that stupid.
I just bought Marquez Callaway in Dynasty. There.
All right. Yeah, pickup right there. You love to see that.
Is there anyone that is a threat to take a quarterback? It was Vikings, Texans, Ravens, Eagles.
Well, how long is that new Cousins deal? Because I thought, did he just get like a 2 or 3 year extension, or am I crazy? A 1 year extension? I feel like they signed him.
I think
to
he's
something.
kind of married to the Vikings.
Yeah, because that's the only thing with because I remember they did something this offseason with Cousins. I was like, shouldn't have done that. So I'm really curious what that deal is with him. Davis Mills to me feels like he feels kind of Jalen Hurtsy in a way, where it's like, all right, 3rd round pick, showed them something, team was dog shit. They're like, all right, is he good? We don't quite know. Do we want to give up on a quarterback that was a 3rd round pick and cost us nothing when he only had a couple of games with a terrible team? Maybe not. So I feel like he's get a chance to start this year, but if like they really believe in one of those guys, they'll pull the trigger. What are they, 13? So maybe. But if I was Houston, I feel like it really is the same spot as the Eagles, and I'm not taking a quarterback in that spot.
Yeah. I would really doubt that this is for Willis. I feel like this is for Williams.
Haul for Washington is 16, a 3rd rounder, and a 4th rounder.
So they get to jump ahead of the Eagles at 18 as well. Son of a gun. So I don't think this is going well. This is starting to not go well.
Didn't they sign a safety to replace Marcus Williams?
I believe they did. Yeah, they're young. Didn't they have another? Yeah, who did they sign? Let's double check that. The Saints.
Marcus May, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So that would probably take them out of the Hamilton thing. Shit, man, Vince, you might get your wish here.
Let's go.
Oh. I feel like this is going to be bad news bears with the Saints. What does the chat think there, T?
They couldn't take Davis, could they?
Please take Jordan Davis. Yes, come on, Saints.
Could see that.
They need some D-line help.
I would love to see that. Please. Because they lost, what's his name? Hendricks. Trey Hendricks went to Cincinnati and killed it for them last year. So maybe. Please take Jordan Davis out of our hands. I hate you for Jordan Davis. I hate you. I have come to hate Jordan Davis very much over these last 5 days in particular. We've really gotten up to it, and I'm staring into the abyss. I'm just like, I just do not want this guy at all.
Putting a feeler out there. We talked about the Falcons and how we feel about them. Can we all agree the Saints suck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yep, for sure.
Not yet, they don't.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're
quite welcome, sir.
They don't matter right now. Especially that division's all Tampa. That's it. New coach, new quarterback for New Orleans. They got Alvin Kamara started to show some injury problems, even though he's still in his prime, the life of a running back. So, yeah, not great for them. Not great.
Not great.
Ooh, Jets rejected a trade for Deebo Samuel for the 10th pick before taking Garrett Wilson.
Damn, so they were on the precipice, which means Howie, could we see a Deebo trade to because that's also on the bingo boards, by the way.
Well,
a Deebo trade.
Wait, it said the Jets refused that?
Jets rejected a trade.
Interesting.
That's spicy.
So
Joe Douglas. Woo.
Could it happen?
Yeah, I think it could happen.
If this okay, here's how I think that could happen. Jordan Davis goes here. Williams is gone before 15. They just say, fuck it, give us Deebo for 15. What's 5 slots? If Deebo is saying, or if the Jets are excuse me, good Lord. If the
I have the pick.
Okay, it's in.
Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
It is a wide receiver.
What are we at now?
11.
11th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Saints select Ohio State wide receiver Chris Olave.
Whoa!
Ole! Let's go! Let's go! All right, Jameson Williams down the board.
Peterson,
all right.
Peter Schrager getting the Saints to jump up. I think there.
We do have to play the Saints, and we now do not have anyone to cover him.
They don't have a second corner, no. But if they draft Kyle Hamilton, at least whoever he burns, Kyle Hamilton will tackle that guy on the backside. So it'll be okay.
Security blanket.
Comes
There you
across
go.
the field from guarding their tight end.
Yes.
Seriously though, if the Eagles end up with Jameson Williams and Kyle Hamilton, I will scream.
We all get what we want, right?
That's a pretty good compromise because those are both the guys that I wanted. So, yeah, that's a great compromise for me.
So, Packers, I would say, could still be spoiler here because it feels like that was one of their targets. I feel like they know that they need to get above the Eagles for sure now. I don't wonder if the Saints knew that we find out that Olave was ahead of Jameson Williams at the end of the day for the Eagles. And that's what scared them. I mean, they've had a lot of conversations. They know who they were going to draft. They knew what their targets were and weren't. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see.
God, I'm starting to sweat. I mean that physically. I'm starting to sweat, so I apologize. But
Are you kidding me? I've been Tom Coughlin red for
We
like
got
an hour and a
another
half.
trade.
Whoa!
The
Bing, bing, bing,
Detroit
bing, bing.
Lions have traded up to 12 with Minnesota.
Holy shit!
Oh, where are they going?
Okay,
Where are
they
they
were
going?
at, what, 32?
here comes Malik Willis.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
Yeah,
totally
this has to be for a quarterback,
Right.
right?
It's got to be
Malik
quarterback.
Willis.
Yeah,
Oh, poor Jared Goff.
This
yeah,
is
this is gonna be
great.
great.
this is
Oh,
great.
my God. So,
This went from disaster to great right here in the middle. Thank you, everybody.
so wait, let me
Thank
get
you,
this
Matt.
right.
You
Did
came in and everything shifted.
the Vikings just trade back with the Lions
did.
to
Yeah.
give them Malik Willis?
I think they did.
Oh, my God.
No, never doubt Kirk Cousins. That's what I always say.
Exactly. Too much money invested.
That
Too much
tells us
money
everything we need to know about
All
the
right, so-
quarterbacks in this draft.
That is exactly
And
right.
just speculating on the trade package, it's got to be pick 32, the second pick in the second round. And is that it? I mean, is maybe something else? Maybe, but it's probably those two picks, right?
I would assume so.
Which is well worth it if
It's gotta be more.
they think Willis is the guy. If that's all you're
From
paying,
32 to 12, that's got to be more than a second.
right? I would
probably
figure,
next year's first too.
next year's first or a two, something. It has to be something else in there.
Man, oh man.
Wow.
This is gonna get fun.
Oh God, here
Three
we go.
picks
Can we
to
talk
go.
about how the Saints just gave up a third and fourth round pick for Chris Olave?
Oh yeah, good point.
Is that what the trade package was?
Wasn't it a third and fourth?
Yep,
Yeah.
a third and fourth.
We'll get the verification on
It
our
was,
from our news desk here.
1650 or no, I'm sorry. Double check that. Josina Anderson had it. It went by my timeline and I apologize, but
Picks to Washington, 16, 98, and 120.
it's a pretty decent chunk.
All right.
Pretty decent chunk to move up from 16. Yeah, that's not too, that's actually pretty
No, that's pretty good.
pretty on the money.
Price you paid to get Kyle Hamilton.
Chris Olave?
Get Kyle.
No!
Wait. Yes.
No!
Yes!
No! This is such bad news.
No.
We have a pick in. The Lions have absolutely stoned the Philadelphia Eagles. Absolutely just stiff-armed them. Wow, what a haul for this player. Do you have it, Bobby Dubs?
No, I don't.
The commissioner does not have it.
I have got it from 1-1. Benjamin Solak breaking this news from The Ringer,
Whoa.
if you can believe it. Do you want me to say it,
Yeah,
Dubs?
just oh my
Per
God.
source, the Lions have traded up to 12 to select Alabama wide receiver Jameson Williams.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
What a power move.
Wow.
Oh my
Best
God.
wide receiver in the class, best pass rusher in the class. I get why they wanted to do that for Jared Goff. Wow.
That's a pretty
Fuck.
good pairing. Williams and now Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, I do like Amon-Ra St. Brown. That guy's fun.
So buckle up, Vince
Wow.
Quinn.
I don't see anybody with that
my-
out yet.
It's
Oh.
DJ. It's DJ Oreo time, baby.
It's Kyle Hamilton time, baby. Oh my God.
The Detroit package was number 32,
Okay.
34, and 66
Whoa.
for 12 and 46 from the Vikings.
Wow. So the end
That's
of the first,
Tom Pelissero.
the end of the first, top of the second, and top of the third. That's all the whole package to go up there and get
Holy
Jameson
hell.
Williams. Thomas, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm a little depressed right now.
yeah, that's a
It's-
lot.
Wow, they really went for it. But you know what? For a team
Lions
like
take
Detroit,
Jameson Wilson.
I
Matt Lombardo just
totally
confirmed.
get it. I respect it for Detroit. Honestly, they're trying to build something. Like if they really believe in a guy like that, and I see it, modern NFL, speed everywhere, doesn't matter with the ACL for them. Who cares? They're going to lose 30 games. They'd rather do that anyway. So lose games, get Williams, put him on whenever he's healthy. Week 6, week 8, take your time. and figure it out. Like I respect it. God, Hamilton's so close. We better fucking trade up. If he goes to
Treylon Burks, baby?
I'm gonna be so. Oh my God, Houston could easily take him. They just lost Justin Reed.
Here is
that pick for 32, a second, and a third.
Yeah, damn.
That's insane.
did the smoke screen work? Is my next question. Because I don't know. I mean, I am sure they wanted Jameson Williams. I don't think that's a question. But they made somebody bite and come up. I mean, it was so public. It's either I think this is more everyone knows what the Eagles are doing. And
yeah.
This is the unfortunate part of where you're going to be. But if this is a giant smoke screen, congratulations. We'll never know. I don't think it is. I think they're getting screwed here.
Yeah.
Thomas, do you feel that way? They getting screwed, or is this the best smoke screen in the world that Howie Roseman's done?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I guess all this talk about wide receivers and that how much like the contracts they offered and how much they were in on Calvin Ridley. I'm starting to question whether or not that is actually true.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of heat around wide receivers, and they don't seem to pull a trigger anytime soon.
Oh my God!
It'll be
and it really seems like they're just staying put. I mean, all this talk about trading up, not really seeing that.
I can't handle this.
You know what it is? It's lining up for my sexiness. This is Jordan Davis and Linderbaum night, baby.
Oh! The Eagles have traded up to Big 13.
Why? For what?
Red
For
alert,
who?
anyway.
Red alert!
Oh,
Red alert!
anyway.
Red alert! Eagles trade up per Mike Garafolo.
Let's go! Kyle Hamilton!
Everything needs to slow down.
Slow down, everybody.
Jesus.
Kyle Hamilton,
Woo!
Kyle Hamilton.
Sixers are up 30. The Eagles have traded up.
Kyle Hamilton.
Is this going to be the greatest Philadelphia sports night in history or not?
Kyle Hamilton, baby. Kyle Hamilton.
Oh, here we go.
Please, for the love of God, please.
Eagles have traded with the Texans. This was bound to happen. Peter Schrager said this was going to happen. It was going to be for Williams. However, it's not for Williams. Is it for another wide receiver? Or I think this is Jordan Davis.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm calling it this is Jordan Davis.
Oh, God.
Because they got to get above Baltimore, like you said.
Yes.
This is Jordan
What about
Davis.
Jermaine Johnson?
Oh, Jermaine Johnson's still there, too.
Oh.
This is such a good spot.
Oh, my God.
Come on, man. D-line, 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 D-line. Let's go. Oh, my
I'd like
God,
to see if
please.
this is the 18th pick or the 15th.
What is
that's a
the
good
conditions?
point.
Aaron Wilson behind, as always.
Oh.
Albert Breer as well. Woo! Give me your thoughts, everybody. What are we thinking
God.
right now? Discord, StreamYard, 215-509-5833.
Oh,
I've got
God.
burps. I've got
I can't handle
agita.
this. Oh,
And we are on the brink here. I'm getting the
please,
comments up.
God, be Hamilton.
The trade is in.
124 and
Up to the mic.
162.
Up to the mic. Up to the mic. Can't hear you, brother.
15, 124, and 162 for pick 13.
And 166. So all of their.
They get all the garbage picks out the way.
So it's the
Wait,
shitty,
15?
it's-
What was the second pick?
Hold on, there's conflicting.
124.
Hold on. Conflicting reports now. Pelissaro, I think, has the best one. 15, 124, 162, and 166.
Yeah, Phil Yates just updated to 166.
Okay, got you.
166.
Okay.
That's very fair for whatever this is.
Say those numbers again.
So they're swapping pick 15.
Okay.
Then they're giving up 124,
Okay.
162, and 166. They're sevenths? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
And then a
160.
third, they're back end third or fourth.
All right. So, yeah, they're back end. It's one of the thirds.
That's
and then,
a great trade. Great
or
trade.
fourth. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay.
To get the new Fletcher Cox.
Yeah,
to
so
get the
that's,
new Fletcher Cox.
that's their fourth.
who also win at 13. Yeah.
So that's their fourth and 2/5.
Fourth and 2/5. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's a great trade.
I believe that's what it is. It's their fourth and 2/5.
That is a
2/5.
great
That's
trade.
perfect. Get all those trash picks out the way.
I'm
Yep.
dying right
Right
now.
on, Thomas.
Yeah, rotational defensive tackle. Oh, boy.
God.
Oh, we're going to argue.
Oh,
Now-
so
See,
sexy.
now
I
we
seriously cannot believe this is going to be. I think it's Jermaine Johnson, right?
You got something,
if,
T?
if it's Jermaine Johnson, I'm freaking out.
I was going to say, who's the favorite in the room?
I would lean Thomas. I think this is Jermaine Johnson because it's D end over D tackle.
I
for
think
the
they
Eagles.
value edge rushers more at this time than defensive tackle, but could go both ways.
And
Oh, God.
18. Well, the way this is signing up, they might be able to get. They may be able to get Davis at 18.
Or
Yeah.
do they panic and move up, and now they get Traylon Burks?
I think it's got to be Jermaine Johnson, right? 'Cause he's the guy who's been falling.
It's in.
I mean, he's
It's
the
in.
faller at the top.
It's in. Not in. I got traded. I got faked out. I'm sorry. I got faked out
damn
by
it.
a beat reporter.
Oh my God! Everybody hates you. With
Damn it,
this
Ball Sack Sports.
Yeah, damn.
You got me again. Please not Kyle Hamilton.
Can we break it if we see it, or do people want to see
Just
it?
yell
on
and
screen?
scream it, please. I can't handle this tension.
Yeah.
I can't
no,
handle it.
no.
Whoever's got it, just yell. I can't
I'm
even look at
refreshing
my
every
phone.
2 seconds.
Me
I
too.
can't do it.
TweetDeck is open. It is rolling all over the place.
Jordan Davis.
Yeah! Yeah!
The pig hit the button so I can say it.
DJ Oreo
Hit
is
the
coming
button.
home.
Hit the button.
DJ Oreo is coming home. Woo! DJ Oreo is
Regardless
coming home.
of
We
the
are
score.
going to the moon, baby. Yes.
Well, with the
Ladies and
22
gentlemen, with the 13th pick overall,
in the 2022 NFL
Jeff
Draft,
McClain is reporting.
the Eagles select Jordan Davis, defensive tackle.
Yes! Hoo, ha, hoo, ha. It was all
I
a
told you.
smokescreen. It was all a smokescreen. They
I
wanted him.
said you before.
They
I got
wanted
to
him.
sit down. They draft up. They go ahead of Baltimore to take the D tackle that everybody in the world know Baltimore like.
Get me some Oreo cookies, please. Look at this
I
man.
said it.
Dude, I can't believe you're this upset. I can't believe it.
We called it. John, we called it. I told you they move up past Baltimore. Get that pick because we know Baltimore wanted the D tackle.
Bing bong indeed, everybody.
Bing bong.
I wonder how they'll dodge him.
Bing-bong.
Maybe they'll throw it.
Oh my God.
Oh.
He hasn't said a word.
I don't want to speak.
You can't be that upset.
I'm pretty
Dude.
pissed.
Fuck are you this pissed?
Yeah.
They just hit the first pitch to the moon. And it cost them nothing.
The guy plays 20 snaps a game. He's got 2 sacks. He's 360 pounds last I heard.
380, respect the big man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And runs a 4.8.
Okay, for the 5 snaps he plays a game where he's not
Look
going.
at that guy. Look at that guy. You think he's sucking wind? You
Blatant
think that guy's
games?
sucking wind?
Yes, of course I
the
think that
same-
big guy is sucking wind.
It's the same
Of
bullshit
course.
that we believe on one quote from Jalen Hurts. We believe on one quote from Jalen Hurts from this offseason. He can't read a defense. And that's been everything ever since.
And it was true.
This guy, the same fucking thing. Oh, he's just a run stuffer. He's just this, he's just that. That has a chance to be better than Fletcher Cox. What the fuck are we looking at? That is a guy that can destroy centers, take Theo Riddick, which is why you paid him all that money, and let him go get 13 sacks. That literally takes out 2 guys right there on first and second down. You have Fletcher Cox in on third down, and if it goes to shit, you trade Fletcher Cox. Jordan Davis is there. Hargrave is still your anchor. You've got Williams as a backup rotational guy. Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
It's not. Look, you still get a great player, Vince, right? You still get a great player. I'm in the middle of you two. You still get a great player, right? At the end of the day, he's one of the top D tackles in the draft, right? And you fill a hole. But I would have been happier with Kyle Hamilton, man. That guy seemed like a generational talent. So I'm not mad at the pick, but you still could have got Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, that's
That's
problem.
me.
Kyle
That's-
Hamilton's
but,
not
Vince, you're-
generational.
hold on,
Yes,
hold on,
he
hold on,
is.
hold on.
That guy's
Hold
a
on,
great
hold on,
talent.
hold on.
He's
Hold
a
on.
crazy good
Safety,
talent.
way bigger need than defensive
Yeah,
tackle.
that's how I
Not true.
feel.
Not true at all.
Absolutely true. Who are their safeties?
Who is killing the quarterback currently on this team? They had to give a Derek Barnett an
We have
I'm
8
sorry
defensive
contract.
ends.
Hargrave
He's a
and Cox,
backup
man.
rotational guy, though.
Cox
Like,
can still come in and be good, man. Cox had one bad year. He can still come back and be good.
you have the whole defensive line in place right now. You got Hargrave, Cox, you've got Sweat, you've got Reddick. You just signed all those guys. Your back end is empty. You don't have a second corner. You have no safeties to speak of, top to bottom on the depth chart. You got nobody. So you got a guy that's the best safety talent in this draft class to the point where some of the best draft people, including Solak, were wondering, this guy should be a top 5 pick. He's sitting there at 13 when you've got nobody, and you now just got a bona fide star, and you're letting a rotational defensive tackle with 2 sacks that plays on rundowns. That's your guy. It's a total mistake. They should have taken Hamilton.
The Jaguars
Should have taken Hamilton.
The Jaguars are stupid.
Yes.
Everyone
Pretty
believes.
sure, yes.
Everyone says that Trayvon Walker was the dumbest thing that they could have done at one. They've done it, and they've selected the second or third best player from the Georgia defense, who is all projection. Jordan Davis is not projection. Jordan Davis is. That's the difference, and I don't know how you don't see that with his athletic ability,
he's already
matched
gone.
with his tape, and all of that. Like, sacks are bullshit. Sacks are like interceptions. You don't know who really gets credit for it. But this guy created more weight, more power, more anything in that Georgia defense every time he lined up. If you can disrupt so violently the way that you do, and yeah, I'm sure he'll get down to 375 to make you feel better. I'm sure there'll be workout contracts for $1.5 million and whatever. 315?
Yes.
Are you fucking insane? That would ruin his game. That's part of why you have him there. And this fits with your theory that Jonathan Gannon is going more 3-4 than 4-3. All of this lines up to do that. You can either make him a brutal nose tackle if you wanted to, a 3 technique, and possibly maybe even play the 5 outside with NASCAR and whatever. This guy is so versatile. We just don't understand what Jonathan Gannon is doing, and if that's your apprehensive towards this, I get it. But they have switched the fucking script on the defense.
Jonathan
Linebackers-
Gannon won't be here next year.
but he's going. But
Next coaching carousel, he's gone.
His heir apparent is going to be in that Eagles fucking defensive room.
Look,
they're not going to switch more. Like, this is awesome. I can't believe I'm in a room full of sorrow here, Dubs. This is
I don't get it.
crazy.
I'm cool. I'm good with Jordan Davis.
I
like
love
anybody that
this.
can stuff to run. I love the big fella.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm look.
It's like the WWE when Vince was just signing giants and think, oh, we like big beef, right? Big beef sells on TV. No, we need athleticism.
How is he not athletic?
in the backfield? We don't need it on the defensive line right now. We're set.
Did they get any pressure at all last year? Not blitzing. No.
No, they're one of the worst sack teams.
Nobody.
and the
you don't
difference
send a
between-
defensive tackle to blitz.
Hey, I'm sorry, Vince. The pick is in. Please hit the
Oh,
button.
yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
the
fine.
draft is still going on.
Yeah, can we play
Oh.
a sad version of this? Can we slow it down
the
5
14th
times?
pick in the 2022 NFL draft, the Ravens are selecting Notre Dame safety Kyle Hamilton. I love my boy Vince, but I'm sorry.
And Vince Quinn is on the floor because he said
I
on
just
the
read
podcast
about
this
Pick'em.
week that the Ravens are his North Star for good defensive players. And sure, so now he's
Vince, you have to get up and watch the highlights.
That's
Exactly. You gotta watch the highlight. Look at your boy. Look at your boy.
I can't do
Thank God. Thank God they went Jordan Davis and not Kyle Hamilton. That's right, Ravens. I said it.
Please kill me.
That was
God.
the next guy that they had available on their board. I guarantee you. It was either him or Jordan Davis. They wanted Jordan Davis. Eagles snake him. They take the next best.
Oh my
safety on the
God,
board.
this is so brutal.
Oh wow, Dubs! Thank you for giving the the here.
Yeah,
Absolutely, no problem.
it figures the team that drafted Ed fucking Reed looks at Kyle Hamilton and goes, "This is the guy." Yes, of course. And by the way, they just got
Absolutely.
Marcus Williams. They signed him, and then they go and draft Hamilton in the first. Tell me safety's not important. Jesus Christ.
For them, it
It's not
probably is.
important.
For
Yeah,
us,
for
it's
them.
not.
Oh,
Right
this
now,
is-
it's not.
This is the only thing that you can
By the way,
sell me on is the 3-4 stuff.
why
Then
wouldn't
I
you-
buy it more with Davis.
why
but
wouldn't you be happier with the kid from Penn State? We can go get him in the back end of the
Brisker?
Brisker.
I mean, look,
Brisker's good.
if they get
Hometown guy.
there's others.
Hometown
Yes,
guy.
one of us. He loves
Also,
hoagies.
actually, Jordan Davis, hometown guy, because his mom grew up a humongous Philadelphia Eagles fan. So there you go, bud.
Yeah, I mean, I hope she doesn't listen to the pod. 'Cause she's not gonna like me.
Bring out the umbrella is what Vince Quinn's trying to say with
Yeah,
Jordan
but
Davis.
oh my God, I just look. If they're switching to
I'm
3-4,
sweating.
I'll get over this. But I can't believe that Hamilton just went to the Ravens right now. I'm dead.
Oh yeah, what's that? It's everybody asks this. Everybody asks the fucking fat guy when he is get red cheeked if he's okay. I hate that. This is what I do. We're
Yeah,
hot
we
under
we
lights.
got very nice
Have you
hot
met
bulbs
him?
in here.
Yeah, I'm sweating because my adrenaline's at like a million miles an hour, which is why it's time to cool down with one of these wonderful, delicious liquid deaths that you can go get right now. Liquiddeath.com. Bell for free shipping on every different flavored seltzer that they have in the 16.9-ounce Flaming Skull can of awesomeness. It'll make you look like, it might make you look like Vince Quinn, who probably should be drinking tequila, but it can revive you very quickly from all their different flavors that I am tasting for the first time, which is fantastic. And the OG Liquid Death, which is just the flat mountain water from the Alps. That's delicious. We love them. They give us a bunch of different things to murder our thirst, as they like to say. So I think Vince Quinn needs an entire case to himself. Like, this is turning into the most depressing show in the world. He's just laying down here.
I'm doing the show from the floor now. I'm just staying here.
I'm sorry, Vince. I don't want to add insult to injury, but it says here, Matt Lombardo's reporting, AFC executive told me this week he'll probably make the Pro Bowls of anyone in this class.
Kyle Hamilton?
Yes.
Twist the knife. My God. Here's the one positive I have in all of this. Jordan Davis to the Eagles is on the bingo board. So
there you go.
Somebody did cross off that list. Jordan Davis, Philadelphia Eagle. I know it's on there.
Vince, do you want me to restart the highlights now?
Yeah, please. I don't think we saw him enough. That'd be great.
All right. I'm going to get up. You guys win. I'll get up. Someone's got to play the music.
I mean,
terrible timing.
I have never in my life seen a game-changing defensive tackle have so much sorrow. This is, oh my God, do you know what we've just done? Do you know what we just created?
Taking Albert Hainsworth?
Right here, as Brandon Graham is more than likely giving his last season, we now have a brand new Earl Thomas Brandon Graham. Bing, bang, boom, right here. Traded up. Thought you wanted that Kyle Hamilton safety because it was going to be a game changer.
No.
Went with the ultimate pass rusher. So I look forward to Jordan Davis's 2-year struggle, me defending that endlessly, and then him blossoming like the flower that he is in year 3, and I can be right.
And he'll do it at 3:15. So
you want to kill Jordan Davis. I just want him to do his thing.
I want the guy
make him lose almost 70 pounds. Great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Because what is Aaron Donald? What is Fletcher Cox? It's 3:15. It's interior pass rushers that can go and get the quarterback.
Cox is in 2:15?
3:15.
Oh, 3:15. Yeah.
That's what you want those guys to play at. It's the idea they can be quick enough to get through there and get the quarterback and chase these guys that all have mobility.
4.8.
Yes. But for how many times?
That field was
Again,
downhill.
It's like stamina matters, right? He's doing a one-off. It's a 40-yard dash. Is he incredibly fast when he's well-rested in that moment? Absolutely. The numbers don't lie. But how many times does that athleticism and speed hold up in the third quarter or the fourth quarter of what's now going to be professional football? Like, yes, he played in the SEC. He played at Georgia. He played with all these other guys that are going to go in the first round or second round. He's playing with better competition now. And there's going to be demand. There's expectation. When you take a guy like this over Kyle Hamilton, obviously for me, I've got a high bar that this guy needs to clear for me to be okay with this pick. So he's got to be able to rush the passer. Like, based on what the Eagles do, that's what he's supposed to be to me. If they're going to 3-4, I'll figure it out at the start of the season, but for now, should have been Hamilton.
Next pick is in.
15th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Kenyon Green, guard, Texas A&M.
Wow. That's an overdraft? That's what the Thomas, your reaction to that pick real quick? Sorry, buddy. We've been yelling back and forth, and I'd love to get your thoughts on Jordan Davis here as well. But what are you thinking overall
kind
here?
of underwhelmed. I think I'm with Vince on this one. I really thought that was going to be a trade up for Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, I get the pass rush potential of what Jordan Davis may become. I guess it's a little bit underwhelming. I think Kyle Hamilton had a case for being one of the better, maybe the best player in the draft. Yeah, I don't know. Not really that kind of sexy pick to me, but I get why they took it. I mean, they're going to take Tyler Linderbaum at 18, and they're going to say screw every other position in the trenches.
Now that I like. That's good.
I mean,
that's good stuff.
Now, here's what I want to ask you, because that's what I wanted.
Need you to move, baby.
And that terrifies me. I once called, Dillard and Sanders and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside maybe the best class of Howie Roseman ever, and that flopped on its face. But, this is what I predicted. If it ends up going Linderbaum later, I think I should be
Ooh,
GM of the
Ravens
Eagles.
have traded
We have a
Marquise
trade.
Brown to the Cardinals.
Trade Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals.
Whoa. what?
4?
Wait, really?
Eagles have traded up to pick 15.
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes! Oh, my God, because Jermaine Johnson's falling. He's still there.
What? They're going to trade up twice?
There's too much happening.
So, dude, if they
We
get...
had to trade
oh,
for our
come
own
on.
pick.
Yo, if they end up with Jordan Davis and Jermaine Johnson,
Okay.
come on, man. That's a
I can-
phenomenal
I
consolation
can come
prize for
around
what
to
you
that.
wanted.
I can come around to that.
This is beyond century overload.
This is
Yeah, this
wait.
is-
So Marquise Brown literally just got traded to the Cardinals, and I don't know what the return is on that. This is crazy. All right, they were right. This is moving fast. This is moving really fast. It is
This is moving
chaotic.
too fast.
Yeah, I think everybody's realized they had certain guys that they didn't expect to be available. That guy becomes available, and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to do that. Of course, this was our dream scenario." So everyone's just getting their dreams right now, and it's running like crazy.
What the hell is Jackson
Also,
throwing
I,
to now?
I love the way the Eagles they're probably going to trade more of all these garbage picks late in the draft to get difference makers.
It is a Hollywood Brown and a 3 to get the Cardinals' 23rd pick for the Ravens. Wow. So that's
So
from Jordan
that's rich.
Schultz.
Are they looking at a wide receiver then? I mean, why would you make that move now? So many guys have gone off the board. And do we want to recap at some point, like all the guys that have been taken? I've got most of the picks. I missed like the last one because I've just been in a sad hole.
Matt, you want to deal with that on the old laptop and see?
Yeah,
just
pull
give
up
us
the
a
old
quick
draft
rundown?
tracker.
Geez, oh man. Well, who would have thought that Holly Brown would have been traded before Debo Samuel here?
Yeah, that's,
that's
that is not on the bingo board.
Not
Hollywood
on the bingo
Brown
board.
getting traded. I had Debo, Kyler. I think A.J. Brown maybe was on there for one of the bingo squares. There was a lot of options. I did not have Hollywood Brown.
Do we have one, Dubs?
I got something at 16, but we were on 16, right?
Yeah, I think it's the Commanders pick.
Yeah, the Commanders.
Wait, I
pick
have no idea what's going
wide
on.
receiver.
Oh yeah,
Dotson.
Wait.
Commanders. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's hit the pick one more time.
I'm so
now we got it.
With the 16th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select wide receiver Jahan Dotson.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Automatic from Penn State, automatically a bust. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Go to hell. How about that?
He's a very good wide
Go to
receiver,
hell.
and I wonder if that's to put pressure on Terry McLaurin. A little bit.
Damn, Thomas, what do you? A little gasp from you when you heard that pick. What do you think?
No, I think I was just surprised because I have no idea what's going on. Because then it said on Twitter that Eagles had traded up, and now they're not trading. I don't even know what pick it is right now.
Oh no,
16.
it went from 16. Wait, what happened at 15?
Kenyon Green, Texas A&M
Yeah.
guard.
Oh, right,
Remember
gotcha.
we said,
Oh, right,
why
yeah,
the
that's
fuck
right.
did they draft the guard
Yeah,
at 15?
thank
you
you,
said
sir.
it was the reach of the century.
and
That's right.
I had a missing spot at 14, which I realized was Kyle Hamilton. And
Yes.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just trying to
We're
avoid
doing-
that all
we're
night.
doing great.
We'll see you in another half hour, Ben. Don't worry
I
about
am having a
take the
glass
rest
of
of the
whiskey
night off.
tonight. I am.
Green Bay absolutely needs to make a move now,
Yep.
or else miss out on
it.
Christian
Aaron has
Watson.
no one to throw the ball to.
This is
So
this
wait,
is
Aaron
this is
Rodgers might
Dotson-
retire this round.
Dotson over Burks, though?
interesting, right?
I mean,
Well, I don't trust Washington to draft a
Burks. Well, okay, now we
a
get into an
bench.
interesting spot. I mean, Burks could be there at 18. It looks like he's going to be.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. If they're
Give me Burks.
fuck, man.
I'll
Jordan
get it.
Davis and
Okay,
Treylon Burks.
that's that's the ultimate compromise. I get Treylon Burks, you
Happy
get
with
Jordan
that.
Davis, and we'll hug.
Yeah,
okay, we'll
we'll
get
hug.
over it. I'll get over it if we get Treylon.
There we
Burks.
go. You love to see it.
Which of course means they'll trade out of the pick to someone who will draft Treylon Burks, and then I will just die. I will die right here on the show.
Dude, Costa.
content.
Can I just say, Costa from the? You're right, dude. The Ravens are amazing, and Ben Baldwin is pointing this out too. The Ravens picked Marquise Brown at 25 in 2019, got 3 seasons out of him, and now we're flipping him for 23. That's crazy. That's amazing value that they got out of that. And I think to our point, like leading into this crazy offseason, what's happening with wide receivers as our pizza plates come crashing down in the studio.
Damn it, Francisco.
Yeah, it's definitely Francisco's fault.
The same thing with everybody kind of like making the decision quickly on quarterbacks. It's going to start happening with wide receivers now too, because like the like everyone's been saying, the market's ballooned. Yes, the cap's going up too, but they're going, nah, screw this. There's too much value here. Go take them. There's going to be too many wide receivers that we like.
Yeah.
You know?
And by the way, let's make a note of this. We're 16 picks into this draft. Malik Willis, not taken.
No
Kenny
quarterbacks.
Pickett, not taken. Yeah, all these guys are still on the board. Now you get to 20 coming up soon. That's going to be the Steelers pick. That screams quarterback
dude.
to me.
Cardinals taking a quarterback?
Oh, that would be so great. Okay, that would
Pick
be
up the
that would
fifth
That
year
would be
option.
spicy.
that would
Move
be the
spicy.
spiciest
Move
thing
Murray.
ever.
And then take Willis.
Who would take him though?
Malik
at this-
Willis.
Well-
You take. Oh, who would take him?
Someone's got to.
Anybody.
Okay, well, right.
Anybody.
All right, let's
The
get
Eagles.
weird. Yeah, right now you have 3 first-round picks right now. You have 3 ones, and you go for
Jordan
Kyler.
Davis, Traylon Burks, and you end up with Kyler Murray. That's a home run.
It's oh god. Okay, this is strap in, folks.
Would that make up for tonight, Vince?
Yeah, I'd be all right. I'd be all right with that.
What?
Jordan Davis just tweeted his
Kyler
first
Murray,
fly,
yes.
Eagles fly.
Oh, nice. There you go. There you go.
Had a great suit, by the way.
Did he?
Okay.
Had the big red stripe on him.
Love that.
Nice. Oh, I look cummerbund.
What was it?
Love a nice cummerbund.
78 long?
No, it looked like
78
custom.
long.
Hold on.
Husky.
Does it concern anybody that Jermaine Johnson has slid this far after
Yeah.
being?
It's
That's
really
shocking.
weird.
Shocking.
That's so he probably won't work out.
There he goes. He's cursed now, Thomas. We know.
Yeah, you getting nervous at all that of Jermaine Johnson's slide here, Thomas?
Not too much. I think it's just a little bit of people getting caught up too much on the in the Senior Bowl hype. I think it's just a case of a player who probably this
Guilty.
was his range.
Yeah.
And probably the media drove him up a little bit too much with the Senior Bowl hype.
Okay, now hold on, because they're showing the clip of Jordan Davis'
Oh, my
suit. That
God,
is
I love it.
atrocious.
That's not atrocious.
It looks like he got run over by a motorcycle. Like he's
It's
just
different.
bleeding
Who
out.
cares? It's draft night.
It's fine. I mean, hey, shoot your shot, but it's like Zeke coming out with the cutoff. Eh.
Oh,
Oh,
come on.
not even close.
My
Pass.
God, I've never heard just
Pass.
so much vitriol for
Hamilton had a better
game
suit,
wrecker.
I bet. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna get as petty as possible.
The Eagles could seriously walk away. Oh yeah, that's Chris Flanken. Thank you very much.
Oh,
lot of
God.
obvious takes hitting the fan here right now. But
Traylon Burks over Jahan. No, excuse me, the other way around. Jahan Dotson over Traylon Burks.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. It's crazy.
That's weird.
yeah, it's very strange.
How do you not see that hog story with Traylon Burks and go, we need this guy? He slaughters wild hogs by hand. Like, that's the most insane thing
That's
I've
like
ever
Trent
seen.
Cole on steroids.
I feel like you can't bring him to a team with a fan base that's the Hogettes. That's a conflict of interest.
It's like Joel saying he
God.
killed lions.
The Jet Jared Wilson on playing with Sauce Gardner. He says iron sharpens iron. You got to be excited if you're a Jets fan for once.
Oh my God, yes, yeah. Well, I don't know. That old Zach Taylor thing would still bum me out, but that's
Well,
probably
yeah.
a lot of stuff we're dealing with here too.
Now, did you get the draft rundown, Matt? Do you have that on you?
Yes, I do.
So,
All right.
Yeah, so can we run through that for people? 'Cause for my benefit, honestly, I'm confused as shit recently. So, yeah, let's run through the
Yeah,
picks.
we are through 16 as of
And
far.
after
What
he
are
does,
they,
I will
Matt?
give him the next pick. That was
Perfect.
All right, so we starting back at 1.
Yeah, just
Yep.
right from the top.
Yes. All right, Jacksonville Jaguars, Trayvon Walker. Aiden Hutchinson, number 2 to the Detroit Lions, number 3. Derek Stingley Jr., Houston Texans. Sauce Gardner to the New York Jets, a.k.a. now Gravy Gardner. New York Giants taking Kayvon Thibodeau?
Yes.
Doug Dimmadome? Carolina
Tom Thibodeau?
Panthers. Ike Ekwonu?
Iquanu, yeah.
Ekwonu.
Goodell probably screwed that one
yeah.
up, too, by the way. I would guarantee it.
New York Giants, Evan Neal at 8. Atlanta Falcons, 7 at 8. Atlanta Falcons, Drake London, 9. Charles Cross, Seattle Seahawks, 10. Garrett Wilson, New York Jets, 11. Chris Olave, New Orleans Saints, 12. Jameson Williams, Detroit Lions, number 13. Jordan Davis to your Philadelphia Eagles.
And
A little bourbon in there. I like it.
oh yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
buddy. Sorry.
Baltimore Ravens, 14. Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
Number 15, Kenyon Green to the Houston Texans. 16, Jahan Dotson, Commanders, Chargers.
And with the 17th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Chargers select Boston College guard Zion Johnson.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Unbelievable.
Boston
That is a
College?
reach.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my God! The Eagles just got AJ Brown. Oh my God! blockbuster trade. Titans are planning to trade wide receiver A.J. Brown to the Eagles. Oh, my God. Adam Schefter. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Chef?
Oh my God!
What?
Oh, this is like that part in the movie Private Parts when Howard Stern makes the girl climb up to the feeder. Howard!
This is insanity! I can't believe it! After all the hype of all
Howard!
this Calvin Ridley stuff and hunting
We
for
did it.
every receiver
We
you
fucking
could
did it.
possibly imagine.
We fucking did
Howard
it.
Roseman fucking
A.J.
pulled
Brown
a big one.
is back with his best friend,
Oh
Jalen
my
Hurts.
God! They were throwing in practice like a week ago. They were together.
We should have saw it coming.
Got A.J. Brown.
Hey. Yo, you might as well trade
I
Tannehill.
don't give a shit who they pick at 18 now.
Oh my God!
Legal
What
tampering
did they give up?
works.
What did they give up?
It had to be 18.
Who cares? Holy shit!
Oh, my
AJ?
God. Wait. 18. A third. That's it.
No way!
That's it?
That's
18, a third. That's it from Diana Rossini.
Oh my God!
That's it?
Get the fuck
That's
out
it?
of here. They're going to pay A.J. Brown a lot of money.
Oh my God!
Yo, guess what?
And
We
we
got our
got
first
it!
bingo! Bingo, bingo,
Yes!
bingo.
All right, Francisco,
French, take the mic.
there. Or have you verified
Take the mic,
it yet?
Francisco.
All right, we
Okay.
got our first submission for bingo, though.
Holy
That's
shit.
awesome. What a moment. A.J. Brown and bingo at the same time.
A.J.
All
Brown,
right.
bingo.
Holy
The
crap.
Sixers win by 35. It's a great day.
Oh, this is amazing. Oh, my God.
No bingo.
No?
No bingo.
No bingo.
They
Oh,
don't
maybe
have
they're
it
just
yet.
saying bingo for A.J. Brown. Good enough for all of us.
Exactly.
Oh, my
False
God.
alarm on Oh, my God, though. Wow, I can't believe they just signed A.J. fucking Brown.
Jesus Christ, what is happening?
I'll tell you what, Jalen Hurts is taking this team to a Super Bowl. That's what's happening, baby. Let's fucking go. They are building for it,
Settle
man.
down,
Question,
sir.
no. Question answered. They're building around this kid. Get on the fucking train right now. This guy is going to take over the fucking league in 2 years. Just fucking hold. Hold. They're going to win a Super Bowl. Hold. Just hold. He's going to fucking get there. Tom House, do your fucking thing. He's
Holy
going to get
shit.
there.
Jameson who?
Oh, my God.
My underarms smell so bad. I am that jacked up.
Well, after all the kicking you did
I got
out
a
there.
speed stick in the car.
Guys,
Wow.
I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you go take a minute.
I
But
can't believe what just
oh,
happened.
my God.
A.J. Brown and Jordan Davis.
All right,
Super Bowl.
Thomas, talk to me. Eagles just gave up a first and a third for A.J. Brown. What are you thinking?
What the hell is going on? This is a match like Philly sweep. Sixers win by what? Eagles get
35.
A.J. Brown and Jordan
35.
Davis?
They scored 132 points.
Wow.
What is this day in Philly sports?
This is unbelievable. This is
This
honestly
is unbelievable.
It's the first day of the rest of our Philly
It's so
sports
beautiful.
lives.
They threw the ball. They literally posted a picture a couple days ago.
That's it's
And everybody
unbelievable.
was like, "No, it's not going to happen. No, they're buddies. They've been doing this for a while."
so
How
think
old
about
is A.J.
this.
Brown?
So think about this. I mean, A.J. Brown might have demanded to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Think about
A.J.
that.
Brown is 24.
He's 24?
Yeah,
No.
he's super young. Google it. I'm telling. I think he's 24. He's
24?
Yeah, he's been in the league. He's looking to get his first big contract. So yeah, he's a young guy. He might be
This is
25
like
by the
trading for
season,
DK
but
Metcalf. Only he is
better.
a better route. Like, what the?
No Metcalf deal looks like this.
No,
I
Metcalf
just-
deal looks like this has
Wow.
to be a A.J. Brown
Yeah,
saying,
he
"I do
won't-
not want to play for the
He
Titans."
won't be 25
at all.
until June. He's 24 years
So
old.
He turns 25 in June, and when you're thinking about a guy that's this age with this kind of talent, yes, he's going to be around for a long time, and they're about to pay him for that. So even
Rookie
for,
season, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Second season, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. This last season, 900 yards in 13 games and 5 touchdowns. He's 24 years old.
and he's doing that with Ryan Tannehill. And look, for
He's doing that
John,
with Ryan
on a
Tannehill.
run-first team.
yes, and for John's benefit, when you're talking about Jalen Hurts and all the stuff, what is his problem? He threw the deep ball. Quez couldn't play certain deep balls. Devontae Smith can only get so many targets like that. Jalen Reagor blows, and we all know it. When you get a legitimate guy like this, that can go up, and he is the bigger wide receiver that people wanted. When you get a guy of this size that you can go down the field with so aggressively, this does change the Eagles' offense fundamentally. It's just different. I mean, it's infinitely better now that you've added A.J. Brown. I can't even believe I just said they added A.J. Brown.
And now Devontae Smith is your 2. That's fantastic. That's the key to this whole thing.
He's
wow. And listen, if I'm
Dude.
so wrong about Jalen Hurts, who wouldn't want to come play quarterback here now? Like, all credit to the Philadelphia Eagles for doing this.
Who did all this?
You can't draft wide receivers. Thank you.
You did all this, and you
Thank
still
you.
have 2 1s.
I don't
next
have
year.
to deal with holding on and yelling about Traylon Burks being great for 5 years. We don't have to do any of that. This isn't a Nelson Aguilar situation. When you guys come around on Jordan Davis.
Oh my God. John,
yeah, talk to me in June.
John, we talked about this.
Yes.
The Titans select
I got the
Traylon
next
Burks.
pick.
What did we say? You can't replace that.
You can't. There's no way. And
They select Traylon Burks, and they basically they traded A.J. Brown for they traded A.J. Brown for Traylon Burks and a 3rd-round pick.
yeah, exactly.
Well, not that it needs me to say it, but the 18th pick in the 22 NFL draft is wide receiver Traylon Burks from Arkansas.
Dude,
we're
There you
becoming
go.
the Simpsons, Thomas. I mean, it's not Debo, but it's AJ. It's the same thing.
wow.
I would have made
A.J. is 24 years old.
He's a baby.
24 years old.
Be around for a
And
long
they didn't
time.
want to pay him.
That's-
What in the world, man?
What a masterful move by Roseman, though. I mean, think about this pick, right? Because you wait till that moment. You know you've got some leverage. A.J. Brown, he's a superstar that's 24 that wants to play for you. He wants to be here. He wants to be here, unlike Russell Wilson. Fuck you, Russ. So when you've got a situation like this, when you got a spot like this, right, yeah, and we'll play it all goddamn season, all right? Fuck him. So when you've got A.J. Brown like this now, and you get to play it in that moment where, okay, Traylon Burks is on the board. He's the last great receiver, unless you're buying the pick and stuff. Burks is the guy.
Dude.
So if you want him, you make the deal with Tennessee right there. You've got all the leverage in the world. It's a great place to – I mean, just a masterful trade. For a 1st and a 3rd. Like, let me ask this. Let me go around the room, and Tom's here included in this. Do you guys have any hesitation about a 1-3 for A.J. Brown over Traylon Burks? Because, John, you said it. You don't. I don't either. And I love Burks.
And by the way, it's the Saints' 3rd. It's the 101, so it's not even theirs.
Who cares? That's beautiful. That's like that. It's nothing.
It's beautiful. It's art.
It's nothing. But do any of you guys? Is there any sense of
Absolutely
regret
not.
whatsoever?
Absolutely
None.
not.
Dubs, Matt, any sense of regret?
No.
1st and a 3rd for A.J. Brown. Francisco shaking his head. Taylor.
Extension.
Right away.
A.J. Brown.
Here we go.
One-
Wait. Don't tell me. $25 million a year.
Yep. 4 years,
Yep.
$100 million.
57
Bang!
guaranteed.
Bang, John Barchard.
This
Per
is John's
rap.
night. This
This
is just
John
John's night.
This is the Barchard night.
This is one of the most amazing, ridiculous things I've ever seen. It's just John. John is, I don't know what he did. If he sacrificed a goat to some god or like what.
He's trying to get out of this room because it's 100 degrees in here.
That's part of it too. It is hot.
Well, fucking
But-
Howie Roseman turned it up to 150 in here. That's why.
Oh my God. I
Yo.
can't.
You want to know why? I don't know if everyone caught this, but there was a live stream of Debo Samuel with A.J. Brown on the phone. And A.J. Brown is talking to his agent, and Debo's coming in there saying, yeah, the Titans know that he's worth more than $20 million, but they can't pay him more than $20 million. So I'm sure the Eagles just went, want to do 25?
Yeah, right?
And that was it. They knew that the Titans were stuck.
And that's
Unreal.
And that's a great deal, right? Talking about the wide receiver market and where it is. What is it now? Devontae Adams, 28, 29, 30. Tyreek Hill is in that same neighborhood. You're getting A.J. Brown for 25. He's younger than both of those guys by like 5 years. And you just got him for like $4 million cheaper per year. That is unbelievable.
Who's killing Tennessee's cap? Like what's
Ryan
the,
Tannehill,
Henry?
Derrick Henry.
That's it?
Those are the main guys. They just signed.
Daniel's got another year.
Well, they're going to have Simmons. They just picked up the 5th-year option on Simmons, Jeffrey Simmons, but they're going to be paying him soon. He was great for them last year.
I just don't understand.
Harold Landry, maybe.
Right.
So they've got a couple of guys. When you pay a running back that much money, when you pay Tannehill whatever they're paying him, it's too much. And now you're getting rid of. Julio's off the books.
The Titans have to take a quarterback now.
We have A.J. Brown for Christian Kirk money.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
Matt.
Thoughts as well.
Thoughts as well. Though, right?
Someone
he's 18, Thomas.
Sorry, I don't have my headphones in, so I can't hear.
No,
Thomas.
it's all good, brother.
No, it's all good.
So Ben L from the text line says, like AJ Brown, he's awesome, but we still don't have a quarterback.
Oh, shut
Thoughts?
up, Ben. God
Thoughts?
damn it. If you can't get excited about
We'll
tonight,
get one.
Yeah. Ben's never liked
Shut up,
Jalen
Ben.
Hurts.
Pickett. Damn it.
Yeah, Thomas, thank you. Shut up, Ben.
Carson Strong in the 3rd. Anyway, now they only have one in the 3rd, maybe not. I don't know if I want a quarterback at this point.
Not anymore.
Now that AJ
way.
Brown's here, I don't think I want him.
No way.
I don't want
Keep
it.
building.
Yeah, I don't want a quarterback anymore.
Wide
I'm out.
receiver factory.
That's right. And you know what? Cut Rager and draft another.
Hey,
frankly.
Jermaine Johnson's still on the board, by the way.
So what? You trying to trade back in?
I don't know.
Just going back on Jalen Hurts real quick. If you don't think that Jalen Hurts played a role in A.J. Brown wanted to come to Philadelphia, I mean, you're wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great point, Thomas. They're listening to him, too. A little bit. They'd have to.
A little bit. I mean, they did the uniforms last year as a tip to him because he wanted them. And now, I mean, holy shit.
Jalen Hurts is going to be a franchise
Jalen
quarterback
Hurts is
for
the
the
guy.
Philadelphia Eagles, y'all.
Yeah.
The guy.
I like.
And if he's not, you still have the ammunition to go up and get another quarterback next year, and you have a massive wide receiver trio now, consisting of a wide receiver 1 A.J. Brown, wide receiver 2 Devontae Smith, and wide receiver 3 Quez Watkins.
And you still have Goddard. I mean, it's just it's crazy. Like the talent in the passing game now, the way it changes everything when you get a legit one like that, it's a whole other world. And yeah, like one of the things that we talked about at the start of this tonight was, is Jalen Hurts going to get a real shot this year? Now there's no doubt about it. Like they've stocked the roster for him. Whatever happens with running back, honestly, it doesn't matter. They rotate all those guys. They were the best running offense in football. It doesn't matter. But to be in a spot like this now where you've got A.J. Brown, Devontae, got all the guys we just talked about, you can't look at this team and say Jalen Hurts isn't getting a fair shot to take the job. This is it.
No.
This is it.
And guess what, fellas? You're going to sign the honey badger after this, too.
Which lessens the
I don't
habits?
think
They're
I
not
can
going to
take
take a safety now.
Yeah,
Like,
no. I would wonder. I mean, if I was them, I would sign him now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wait for
Right
the
now.
draft to end. I would call him immediately.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Just be like, hey, let's just do this.
Yeah.
Right today. Right now.
Seriously, why wait?
Unless there's like some form of Brisker move up or something like that where it kind of alleviates it, and then you're calling a CB2 vet, I guess, at that point or whatever. But
Yeah, like because the other guys you're going to be looking at, it's like Dax Hill. What happens with him? Does he go late in the first? Maybe. Does he drift all the way to the second? I doubt he makes it to 51. But people love Brisker, Nick Cross. There's a couple of guys later in the draft. It's a good safety class. I mean, it is. There's a lot of interesting guys. So we'll see.
This is a very good point by Tyler on Twitter. Is that the Eagles were able to work out the details of a trade for A.J. Brown and coordinate an extension already at the trade point without it being leaked. Makes you realize how much smoke there is before the draft, and everything was intentional. Eagles never wanted Jameson Williams.
Nope, exactly right. I'm starting to lean towards that now. Obviously, everything was smoke. The whole thing was made up.
As usual, never believe anything you hear about the Eagles.
And guess what? Shout out to Chef Scott. I hope you're watching. I hope your bingo cards are hitting. What is the one thing that he said is a small tinfoil hat theory that now has legs? We're going to put the most pressure around you and let you know that we can trade you at any time, that Russell Wilson could be here at any second, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What is the best thing to push Jalen Hurts that he needs? Yell at him like he's an asshole, which for some reason makes him a better player, makes him approach to whatever it is. They're doing exactly what their quarterback asked them to do, and they're giving him a wide receiver to do it on top of that.
And it's his wide receiver.
This is your ass. This is your guy. Go do it. Otherwise, we're kicking the can down next year, and we'll have a great team and probably a better opportunity to go get a quarterback. I think this has complete legs. Go ahead,
19th
Dubs.
pick, is it?
Here we go.
Okay, well let's see. I'm getting better.
And Thomas, I'm coming to you after
in
this.
the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trevor Penning, offensive lineman from Northern Iowa.
I want to just say this, Thomas. The disrespect for Linderbaum. I don't even care if he goes to the Cowboys now. That's another one I'm going to just stomp all over here. Like, this is unbelievable. What a fucking disrespectful piece of shit the NFL is. Can't wait to see where you land. But, like, does that make sense to you at all? Is this just the arms thing here, Thomas?
Right, but I think there are so many guys right now that you just want the Eagles to move up for. I mean, Tyler Linderbaum being one of them, and still, like, if they get out of this thing with this first round and some kind of corner prospect like a Trent McDuffie or Andrew Booth, and go ahead and sign Honey Badger, then come on.
Yeah.
I can get down with that. I mean, I'll feel a lot better about it then, because I mean, I feel a lot better about it now. I'm almost over the Jordan Davis thing already. Like, it just AJ Brown is a miracle that I didn't think would happen. Although I did put it on the bingo cards. I didn't think it was going to happen, but he's here. Like, how?
I guess it makes sense now, Vince, in terms of like the projection of a Hargrave and the Fletcher Cox contract, that you have a guy like Jordan Davis to take over, because now they're like they can't really afford to pay a premium to one of those guys, and now they get some cap flexibility that they just handed out $25 million per year.
Yeah, it's crazy too, because they're still coming off of the all the dead cap money.
Yes,
they still have to figure that out. So as it's slowly coming off the books, you can easily work this deal in too. Like AJ Brown, that money's mostly going to kick in next year. He's still on the rookie deal. It's an extension. So to be able to push that for a year, you get all that cap. The cap's going to rise like crazy in the next 2 years. It's a hell of a deal. I mean, like, it's going to be nothing. 5 years from now, when that deal is over and he's looking for a new deal, we're going to be like, yeah, he was really cheap. That was one of the best trades they could make. I mean, this is better than like the Alshon signing when everybody wanted that. This is as good a move as you could possibly make.
Yep.
He's 24.
It's 24 years old. I don't know if we confirmed the guaranteed money, but it's $57 million. So, like, it's a little over half of the guarantee. The contract's guaranteed. I think he ends up seeing all of that. Obviously, injury is always there, but I wonder where. Here's my next question: do the Eagles get any value whatsoever with Jalen Reagor, with J-Jaw declaring he's going to tight? Like, it probably ends up being just cut overall. But
well, J-Jaw, you get value. I'm like, look, he's a blocking tight end. Is it something that they'll use? Yes, they ran 3 tight ends half the time. They don't have 3 tight ends right now, unless you believe in Noah Togiai, or like you're going to wait for Tyree Jackson in week 16 off another torn ACL.
Yeah,
like what are you waiting for? So for J-Jaw, he's going to give you something. He's certainly not a second-round wide receiver. He'll never make up for that, but he's got value on the team. Reagor, they should just cut. I would eat the money. I mean, I really don't care. I would eat the money right now and just draft another guy.
Yeah.
He just became extremely expendable.
Oh yeah, he was before. He is now. Yeah. Probably just a cut. But
he
maybe the
actively hurts the team.
AJ Brown's rookie season, per PFF, he was their 13th highest wide receiver. 2020, he was the 4th highest wide receiver. In 2021, he was their 4th highest wide receiver.
Oh wow. That's what I'm saying.
That's 5 in the last 2 years.
If PFF likes your argument, go with it.
Oh, we got our first quarterback.
Kenny Pickett, isn't it? It's gonna be Kenny. Tell me it's Kenny.
The gloves.
Let's go to the sounder.
Doom, 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 doom.
Jesus.
The 20th pick in the NFL draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett.
Hey! Oh wow.
There you go. Congratulations to another loser quarterback, Pittsburgh.
All right.
Oh.
And some people do
ouch.
have Kenny
Ouch.
Pickett
How you really
over Willis
feel?
on that draft board.
Here's what I think the Steelers did. They are so regretful of the 1984 draft,
83,
that they don't want to lose the next Dan Marino. And it's this. Wait, oh my God, is it? Where are they drafting? 20th. All right.
20.
Yep.
So Marino went 24th. Trust me, that's going to be the entire storyline all offseason.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Dan Marino.
That's what I was thinking with Detroit, right? Like talking about earlier, it's like, all right, this is the local guy, so he's at your school, he's at Michigan, you're the Detroit Lions. Do you go and make that decision over Thibodeau because he's your local guy? And I feel like that same kind of bias. It's all right, this kid's been a Pitt. We've watched him all year. There's a local pressure. People like him. It's an easier risk to make. right?
Yeah.
Like when people like the guy and know the guy, it's an easier risk to take. So if they thought it was close and this is the guy they want to go with, I think it's a mistake. I'd go with Willis. If I'm going to trust an organization to develop a guy, I can trust the Steelers, and I just don't think they took the right guy.
Taylor, I don't know if you can pull this up or not, brother, but Bleacher Report just put up Adam Lefkoe and Jason Kelsey, who are apparently doing a live stream tonight. Jason Kelsey is ecstatic, and why wouldn't you be about A.J. Brown? But we'd love to hear. By the way, is Adam Lefkoe back in the Eagles fandom? We allowed that?
I'm good with it.
I was
Yeah,
never had a problem with it,
I'm
but
straight.
yeah. So, but Kelsey's reaction alone, I think, would be pretty fun just to hear. But I think we should just kind of let this thing slow down. I don't really care who the fuck gets picked after this, to be honest with you. We'll hang it around for bingo, obviously, but this is amazing for the Philadelphia Eagles. I can't wait to see what happens in round 2. If this was round 1, I would assume you're going to get similar movement as you did in round 1 because of all the chaos that has happened here. So
yeah, well, let's do this too. Let's open it up to comments again.
Please.
So for everybody that's been watching, and holy shit, what a ride it's been! I mean, let us know what you're thinking. Hit us
Vince
up in the
Quinn
comments.
actually died during the telecast.
I did. I was on the floor for a good 8 minutes, just laying on my back in despair. Because I can't believe the Ravens picked Hamilton, dude. After signing Marcus Williams to the money they did.
They gave up 4 400-yard passers last season, which is the most in the history of the league. So they could not go defensive.
Wow. So, yeah, would love to know what you guys are thinking about everything. The A.J. Brown trade, the Jordan Davis pick, everything. Just hit us up in the comments. We're happy to talk with you.
Obviously, I think everyone's with Vince on the Honey Badger and getting him on speed dial.
You gotta love Phil Yates. The Eagles turned Carson Wentz and an extra first round pick, and then turned an extra first round pick into A.J. Brown.
What is this going to do for Zach Pascal? Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Oh,
Right?
my God. The
Go,
legend.
nice 3. I'll take that 3 any day of the week.
Got him.
Go to hell. Cut Rager and keep Pascal.
Quez now is Quez expendable?
Yeah.
At this point?
He's wide receiver 4 now.
I know.
So, Quez is not expendable. I love Quez, and he should probably return kicks over Rager.
Yes.
But we do have the audio of the Kelsey reaction.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
If you guys want to hear
Yeah,
this.
I would love to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm going to play it. Here we go.
There's a trade, and they're not telling me what it is. So we're going to find this out together. Oh, my God. Do you see that? Do you see that?
A.J. Brown?
They traded for A.J. Brown.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Kelsey, sit
Dude,
down. We're looking at your
this
belly
is big,
button.
Lefkoe. This is big.
The Eagles just traded
How about that one?
18th pick and a third-round pick for one of the best young wide receivers in the NFL, A.J. Brown, Jason Kelsey. What is going on right now? What is going on right now?
Dude, Howie Roseman is working that Howie Roseman magic. That's what's going on. He's swindling. He's moving up in the draft to get Jordan Davis, and now he's trading to get an unbelievable receiver. I'm like on Christmas right now.
Jason, remember when you
Howie
gave
Roseman
your
was
sandwich
smiling.
after the Super Bowl and you were like, Howie Roseman was in a hallway closet and now he's out here trading for A.J. Brown, Jason. They knew, Jason. They said, we need to bring Jason Kelsey out of retirement. You're not leaving. We're going to pay you $14 million. And now they're giving you A.J. Brown, bro. A.J. Brown.
Yeah, this is huge. This is instantly an upgrade for the offense. I mean, I can't tell you how much this is going to make us better. Howie is he's a man on a mission right now, man. He's making things happen, and I'm a big fan.
I believe.
Here we go, baby! Here we go!
This is why, right here, by the way, when I told you, and I told Vince, and I told Dubs, and I've told Matt, Francisco, and Taylor, I am done fucking arguing if Howie Roseman's good at his job. I'll argue with talent and picks and all that other stuff, but he's good at his job. So I think this has been an outstanding night. I have a new perspective on the offseason, just like I knew it was going to happen. Like something was going to call us back in and be like, this is going to be a good offseason. And I consider A.J. Brown part of that now. So can't take me down out of this cloud.
It's so cool to see Kelsey just that stoked and pushing for his guy that hard.
Absolutely. That makes you fully confident in Jalen Hurts moving forward. By the way, Bill Belichick just took everyone's favorite mock draftable corner. Trent McDuffie is on the board, off the board at 21.
Yep.
Wow.
Is there
Yep.
two?
See, he took him, and now I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like,
Did we miss?
Yeah,
I know, right?
That's some conflicting reports because look, Rappaport's like
I
the
just already
Patriots are
traded.
trading back, and then
Yeah.
Lombardo's like they took McDuffie. So I don't know what. the
Oh,
hell's
weird.
going on.
Patriots take McDuffie. Yeah,
Rappaport
it's
says
If anyone
conflicting.
could
That
do
might not be
both.
right. That is very true.
I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, Vince, I think we're getting to that point anyway, and we probably have a lot to dissect. And honestly, look at me, I'm sweating like a pig. I'm
You
so
are.
happy. So,
Pigs don't
why
sweat.
don't
They don't
we?
really sweat.
We're gonna monitor bingo all night. Obviously, we'll keep that going on the text line 215-509-5833. We desperately want you to leave your reactions, whether that's at Bell and the Bird. Follow us there for sure. Make sure to hit the subscribe and or follow button if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or on Twitter. Make sure you're following us there as well. An outstanding night for Howie Roseman and the Eagles. This offseason takes it up to a whole new level, and we can't wait to tell you what's next because what a better way to view this team than on the road all year. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go see Jordan Davis. We're going to go see A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts light it up in every single city. We're going to be loud and obnoxious and fun all at the same time. Vince Quinn, take us home.
John, I'm happy for you. I am. Like, as bitter as I am, for you to get this night, to get Jordan Davis, I know how much you've been rallying for him. Everybody's heard you say it. For it to come together like this for you, I mean, God, when A.J. Brown got traded, you were kicking your legs up on the floor in the happiest dead bug position I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know you had that kind of flexibility. I'm proud of you. So for you, I'm glad that you had a great draft night. For everybody else, I mean, my God, guys, thank you for everything here, hanging out with us, keeping us updated, doing the commissioner picks. So
That pick was traded, by the way. Patriots
it was?
traded the pick to
Okay.
the Chiefs.
Chiefs on the clock.
there you go. Taylor running the show. And, of course, Thomas. Thank you, dude, for hanging out. I mean, what time is it for you right now, Thomas?
4:23 a.m.
Yeah, Jesus Christ,
Oh, my
man.
God, go
You're-
to bed,
You're a
T.
warrior. So, yeah, you must be exhausted, dude. So, appreciate you hanging with us. It's been great to get you for last week, for this week. It's always fun. We got to do this more. And to do this tonight and watch the Eagles, I mean, especially for me, landing A.J. Brown, just holy shit, what a night. So, we got a lot of picks left, folks. That's the thing. There's a lot of picks left over the next couple of days. Howie's Howie in big time. So a lot of things to get excited about. But, yes, we will continue to monitor bingo throughout the night. We got a lot of prizes to give away still. Again, if nobody wins, if that's how it goes, because nobody's called it so far, we have plenty of time left, though, plenty of picks to make. But if nobody wins bingo, one, I'm an asshole, and two, what we're going to do is everybody will automatically be entered in for the grand prize. That's how we're going to play it.
Yep,
So,
and we'll probably give away the prizes, too, because
and
we
we'll
wanted to give this to
we'll
you
still
anyway.
give away the prizes because we
At
want to give it
random.
away. Yeah, we want to have fun. So we'll figure out how all that stuff works if we don't get some bingos tonight, but there's plenty of time left, so we'll see. So again, everybody, thank you so much for being a part of the live stream. I've missed this.
Me too.
Honestly, it's
the ball.
such a familiar feeling, but it's just been too long. So it just gets me more geeked up for this season. And if
Hell
you're
yeah.
not geeked up for the season now, holy shit. So a lot of great things going on. Again, thank you for hanging with us tonight. This has been the draft version of Bell and the Birdmen, and we've got some big announcements for you soon, folks. Stay tuned.
Thomas, we love
Have
you, buddy.
a good night. Thomas,
ya.
you're the best, man. Get some sleep.
It's been a pleasure, man.
All right.
Big
See ya,
Duffy to the
folks.
Chiefs. That's
Francisco,
20,
Dubs,
21.
Matt, Taylor, thank you guys, too. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm assuming at some point in time we haven't figured that out, but a lot to react to over the next few days. Let's go!
Go damn birds.
Go damn birds!
Oh, yeah.